In no time at all, I had the fence I really wanted, and my dogs could run free. Thanks, Fence Outlet.
See for yourself. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Monday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a very interesting, fun program for you today. Of course, we'll get you caught up on what's happening out there. Deb will do that with Deb's News. Sports today with Brandon Kravitz around 4:20. We'll do trivia. Ross Thoughts. Our buddy Stephen Kramer will drop by in the 6 o'clock hour as well. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Padgett.
Oh, yeah, Jim.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Check us out on social easily at Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, it's just at Jim Colbert Show. You can see everything you need to see about us at JimColbertLive.com. Blogs, all the fun stuff. And take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app. How was everyone's weekend?
Busy.
Was it really? What did you do that was so busy?
I needed to come to work to relax.
Wow. What was going on? I love this.
Oh, family in town, birthday parties, events in Mount Dora, Christmas parades and stuff like that. Just that old nostalgic Americana, Jimmy. Nothing more than that.
I love it.
I laid on my couch.
Did
All
you?
right.
No.
Yeah.
That's modern American nostalgia.
Yeah, and that's not very often you do that.
No. I was just feeling a little tired Saturday and just hung out. Well, I watched the second Beatles documentary, and that was 18 hours long.
Yeah. So did you finish the Get Back thing?
No, I watched the first two now.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the third one yet because I have a couple other shows I'm juggling as well.
You have to sign like a 3-year deal to watch that Get Back thing, right? It is literally like a flight to Japan.
7. It's a little over 7 hours in total, yeah.
I hear it's pretty thorough, though.
I have enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm really digging it. Just the insight, watching them, in their prime, just, interacting, and the quality is great. The audio is there. It's just a real treat, I believe.
There's a little clip making the rounds on social, all of the platforms of Paul McCartney during a jam session, laying down basically what was going to turn into the song "Get Back."
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because you could literally hear it. That first run through the chords, you could hear where he was going, and then by the end of this little clip, and it's so funny because the interesting part to me is that John Lennon was late to practice.
Yeah,
and then the way that the Brits bust balls is way different than the way Americans bust balls because they were so clever and kind of wry and sarcastic about it. It was just kind of interesting to watch John Lennon dive in, be 20 minutes late to this recording session, and then basically just walk right into the song that turned out to be one of their most iconic hits.
So what's really, and some of the things that where every time a song comes up, they tell you the song and they have the writing credits below it. And most of them are Lennon and McCartney. Even Get Back, and he wasn't there for the beginning of it, but in episode 2, he definitely made more contributions to it. And what's so interesting is when they don't have the words, that they just kind of mumble their way,
right? They hum
and then
whatever.
they find words. They like "A Man in Arizona," and then Paul McCartney goes like Tucson, Arizona. Oh, I like that, Tucson, Arizona. And Lennon's like, "Is Tucson in Arizona?" He's like, "Yeah, it's where they filmed High Chaparral."
Yeah, right.
And so,
what's sad is that most Americans would go, "Wait a minute, is Tucson in Arizona?"
And that and that's how it came. There wasn't any great symbolic meaning. It's just they liked the way it sounded.
Yeah, exactly. But you're right. It is funny because in that first go through for the chords to get back, he's like, Johnny had a brush and he had a pig and it was a. I mean, he was just saying whatever. It was just spitting salad.
And when and that first pass at the lyrics, it was supposed to be a protest song to white nationalism.
Oh, wow.
Because at that time there was this shocking how things repeat themselves in the late 60s. This push against immigrants coming into England,
right?
And there was this white nationalist movement,
right, which still exists, by the way,
right? So they were kind of right. He was kind of like saying, "Get back to where you came from," kind of deal, at kind of like taking the other side of it,
right,
and then it just kind of evolved and changed into something different.
It's kind of cool just to hear you laid on your ass for an entire day. I don't know that I've ever heard you do that in the entire time I've known you.
It was a Saturday, so I had to make my weekly Dollar General pilgrimage. Use my $5 coupon, and then I made cookies, and that was all I did all day.
Now, did you stand in the dead center of Dollar General and rage because you got 40% less?
No.
Or 40 cents less?
No, Jimmy, Dollar Tree is the dollar store where everything's a dollar.
Jack.
They're the ones raising their prices.
Gotcha.
Dollar General is just a discount, like Family Dollar. Everything is usually more than $1, but they just have dollar in their name. But Dollar Tree used to be the only one where everything was $1.
Right.
But the story you had on Friday was that's
everything's
no longer going to be true.
Going up?
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Ross, anything fun this weekend, buddy?
A lot of Christmas decorations.
God, man, you guys must be full up. This is like now the 4th weekend in a row you guys have put stuff on the house.
That is incorrect, Jim.
Did this stay up?
The original decorations keep falling.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, you need a pro. You want me to come over?
No, don't do that.
Yeah, no, it took a while, but now they are all done. I threw down the nets on the ground.
So the whole front, the yard is lit?
Yeah, I mean, part of it is, not the whole thing here. I don't know about the whole
Well, I mean, did
yard.
you create a design, or you just run out of nets, and then that's the part that's lit, and the other part isn't?
Yeah, it's more like that.
Yeah.
It's more along those
lines. Do you have a
lines.
story to explain why there's a missing area that does not have lights where the other lights exist?
Why there's a balding patch of lights?
Right.
But Friday night, I went to an amazing house party, the first Christmas party of the year for me. And man, God, Christmas parties are just too good.
Yeah, they're very good. How many people?
I would say maybe like 50.
Yeah, I think they're going to be crazy this year. I think now with the free pass to go out and let go. I mean, I think the Christmas party thing is going to come back roaring. I really haven't heard much about them though. You're the first one to say, and I've seen a couple on Facebook, but not much.
I've got a Christmas party this Saturday.
Right.
My own. It's a soiree.
Exactly.
I can feel my fiance going, it's not a party. It's a soiree. Which is just a party with nice clothes.
Yeah, you just wear nice clothes. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, is this going to be a catered event?
Yeah, no, she's going to be cooking a whole bunch.
How many people are coming to this thing?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know, man.
Like 50 or more? I mean,
he's not doing the cooking, so he doesn't know.
Well, that's not, you groaning into the mic is not an answer, right?
I mean, it's kind of an answer. It's me going like, hey, I mean, the future will do its thing. I couldn't tell you how many people are.
Do people RSVP?
Yeah, people do.
So you have an idea how many people are coming?
I think that there's 25.
Oh my gosh!
Already on the Facebook event.
Man, that's a lot.
So
that's a lot for a house party.
Did Jim RSVP?
I don't know. Jim, you want to go to a Christmas party this Saturday?
No, actually, I was talking to my wife about it this weekend. We're not 100% sure we're going to be there or not.
Well,
I'm sorry.
What changed?
I know.
You know, the worst thing, you have yes, you have no, and then you have the I don't know RSVP.
Wife is traveling. Wife is traveling, so we got to figure out what her travel schedule is. She's actually got to leave for Detroit on Wednesday. She's going to go up there. She's got a schedule to get murdered. So she's going to go up there and she's going to go to a 7-Eleven in Detroit and just call it good because there's a 40% chance.
But it's going to be a tequila-themed Christmas party over
it?
Is it now? Is that the cost of entry? Is a bottle of random tequila, or how are you doing this?
No, it's just I have a lot of tequila and I'm planning on drinking it, a lot of it, with a lot of people.
So is this party just to watch you drink tequila in a suit?
Possibly.
Doesn't sound like a bad option.
Sounds like a great party, actually. Well, this weekend, went out throwing darts, went to a comedy show, went to a big free concert, and man, oh man, God almighty, there was some white people.
All the white people, right?
It was, it was a massive show. Not even a tenth of the beer tents that should have been there. The entire thing should have just been a beer tent with a concert, is what it should have been. Because there was, it's a 40-minute wait. After a while, you're just like, well, this is no fun. I mean, it's a 40-minute wait and 4 lines because they had, you ready for this? They decided to do the cocktails and the beer in the same tent.
Oh.
So for every person making one cocktail, they could have poured 25 beers, and they only had 4 of those. And there were, 15,000 plus people there. Just kind of bananas. But they did a good job mixing the show, and it sounded pretty good, and it was fun for a little bit. But, man, it was crowded. If you were even driving around the fairgrounds this weekend, my God almighty, Nightmare City. And we tried to figure out about it because it was a free show, and we were trying to figure out exactly about what it cost to do that, considering the talent that was there. What do you guys think it cost to hire one of the biggest country names out there, and then two names that are really well known, one from the past and one I believe that's maybe still coming up a little bit? What do you think that runs?
I know once they hit, it's so expensive. I'm going to go $100,000
for all of them.
Okay, no, for the headliner, and then the rest. I'll say $150 covers all 150 talent.
Covers all talent. Okay, now I did go online. I found a celebrity booking, a talent booking thing that gives you an estimate of about what the window is depending on where they are in the country, what's happening at that time. It'll give you a window. I just kind of estimated the dead center of that window. Deb, what do you think? Jack goes in at 150.
I'm going to go easily 250.
250. What do you think, Ross? Pretty big window there. 100K window. You above, below, in the middle? Where are you?
I think I'm going to split it. I think I'm going to go... No, I'm not. I'm going 251. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh!
Winner Ross.
Yeah.
The headliner alone probably costs $3. The other two probably between $70 and $90 a piece. So total bill right at $500,000.
Wow.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So the show was, like I said, it was honestly, you didn't even have to go in. You could have just sat out by the road. It was mixed so perfectly. They did a good job though, but it was a lot of people out there. A lot of people. And to manage that many people is so difficult because they were grossly understaffed. The VIP section that was supposed to be set up for like VIP, people were just blowing through it because they had 2 like 19-year-old girls manning it, and there's no way possible they could manage because by the time they were doing like a wristband on one person, 4 people would roll through while they were just waiting there.
So they were charging for VIP?
No, they weren't charging for it. You just had to get the ticket in advance, and then there was just a section where you could go that was a little bit closer, but really it wasn't that really big of an advantage. There was thousands of people in the quote-unquote VIP.
So and both were free, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
What's the point?
Yeah, I guess just
all right,
maybe...
So they're making money on beer sales, which happened way too slow.
Yeah. Okay. They had free T-shirts, too, and a couple boot companies out there. They had a booth set up. It says, stop by here and get your free T-shirt. So, a giant marketing thing for sure, but it was kind of an interesting show. That's an interesting concept, that free concert thing, man. It got me reading about other free shows. Altamont, that very infamous show with the Rolling Stones, was just a free show where 350,000 people showed up and some stuff went sideways there. So I wonder if that was ever thought about, considering it was free. And
when was there a free Stones concert in Altamont Springs?
No, Altamont, and it was the one where the Hells Angels got involved.
Exactly. And that was the last general admission concert until U2 did it in Tampa.
I thought we were talking Central Florida still.
Yeah, no.
No.
When did the Stones do a free concert here?
He's like, damn it. And I was on my couch all weekend.
Exactly. That uptown Altamont.
All right, 407-916-1041. Like I said, we've got Sports, Stephen Kramer coming up today. Your calls and text, plus a bunch of interesting stuff to talk about as well. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, Florida is marking a somber anniversary today. FedEx says today will be the busiest day of the holiday season, and a new survey says most Floridians consider themselves to be booze fit. We'll tell you what it means to be booze fit and more coming up during Woke News.
I'm very interested in that story, Deb. I may be a triathlete.
Couple of drinking stories in the news today, gentlemen.
All right, 407.
Jim's into a different type of six-pack.
Yeah.
61041. Back with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need. Really? Don't ask how. Just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues westbound on I-4 between Parr Street and Princeton Street. It's also slow between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing a steady ride eastbound, too, between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. The Turnpike is moving well throughout the county, north and southbound. No reported issues on the Beach Line. We're up to speed on the 408 and 417 at this hour. See traffic problems? Call the Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Take the shortcut to your next great hire. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, Instant Match immediately delivers a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
I am here to take some stress away when it comes to buying something for that special someone in your life. Got to go see my friends over at Goldsman Jewelry Shop right there on Lee Road. David Layer and their team been buddies of mine for over 20 years, where I personally go for my jewelry and needs. That's where my wife's wedding ring is from, and as well tons of other jewelry I've given to friends and family. They've been doing it for 35 years. They give you the most unbelievable personal service you could ever imagine. Of course, they have everything you need: loose diamond engagement rings, diamond studs, tennis bracelets, necklaces, name brand pieces, something for every budget out there. And of course, you get the best quality for the lowest prices. Fast, free shopping, and it's all easy. Goldsmithjewelry.com. You can also visit them right there in person at 1212 Lee Road, right here in Orlando. And as always, tell them Jim sent you down.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
When I met you in the summer.
It's time to live, laugh, and create memories again with MSC Cruises. Join us on some of the world's most modern and innovative ships. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise from Miami or Port Canaveral and discover Ocean Key, our new exclusive private island. Enjoy flexible booking changes and free balcony upgrades. Call your travel advisor or visit MSCCruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Attention holiday shoppers. When you want to give the gift of Wawa, a digital gift card is an easy way to send it near or far. Just visit Wawa.com. Pick one of our festive card designs, enter your card amount, and write a message. Your Wawa gift card will show up in their inbox instantly. It's like magic. Purchase a digital gift card today and give the gift of Wawa to someone you love. Happy gifting and happy holidays.
Deck the cups with Tuesday coffee. Wah wah la 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 la. Get the app and get free coffee. Wah wah la 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 la.
This holiday season, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee free on Tuesdays, including Wawa's warm and inviting holiday blend hot coffee or handcrafted peppermint mocha iced coffee. Get the Wawa app, sign up for rewards, and get free coffee Tuesdays. Happy holidays start at
Wah la 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 wah wah.
Marty, I'm the ghost of rewards past, here to show you all the cash back you could have earned on your holiday purchases.
But I get up to 1.75% cash back on all my purchases.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have a Navy Federal Credit Union cash rewards card.
Well, cool. Happy holidays.
Learn how you can slay the season with the cash rewards card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
I want to break free!
Ready to break free? Norwegian Cruise Line's greatest deal ever is here. Book today and enjoy 70% off the second guest. Plus, receive 7 free offers, including free open bar, free specialty dining, free air for second guests, and much more. Up to $4,250 in value. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
Mills Air in business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Remember when that hurricane took out my lanai?
You mean sunroom?
Same thing. My AAA insurance agent helped make sure I had the right home and auto coverage, so we rebuilt it.
Seriously? Insurance through AAA?
Seriously. I saved over $800 on both home and auto together. And my new lanai is beautiful.
Seriously? You're still calling it a lanai?
The home and auto insurance bundle through AAA. Serious coverage, serious savings. Learn more at AAA.com/seriously. Discounts and savings opportunities subject to eligibility. Savings amounts may vary. Insurance underwritten by Auto Club Insurance Company of Florida.
It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. Merry Christmas!
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 101.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always call us or text us, I should say, at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross sit right over there. Let's get a check on the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world. On the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. He's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. Florida's governor is paying tribute to a man he calls a war hero and statesman. Governor Ron DeSantis ordered flags to fly at half-staff in honor of former Kansas Senator Bob Dole. Flags will be lowered until sunset on Thursday at all local and state buildings, installations, and grounds throughout the state of Florida. Dole, a former U.S. Senate Majority Leader, presidential candidate, and World War II veteran, died over the weekend at the age of 98. DeSantis says Dole will be remembered as a true patriot and an American hero. Meanwhile, the state is marking a somber anniversary. Today marks 2 years since 3 Navy sailors were killed in a terrorist shooting at Naval Air Station Pensacola. Governor DeSantis ordered U.S. and state flags to fly at half-staff throughout the state. The governor's proclamation for NAS Pensacola Remembrance Day is in effect from sunrise to sunset. That's just for today. Now, 2 years later, down in South Florida, loved ones still feel the pain of a deadly shooting in Broward County. You guys will remember this story. A vigil was held yesterday in Miramar for an innocent man caught up in the crossfire between armed jewelry store robbers and police back in 2019. Frank Ordonez was just 27 years old when the robbers kidnapped him and took off in his UPS truck before police caught up to them. Now, Ordonez's family has filed a lawsuit, and his sister tells Local 10 News in South Florida that all they want is justice for him, his girls, and the whole family because they really miss him a lot. You remember when that guy was...
Yeah, I believe I do remember that story.
Yeah, because, I mean, he was just making a delivery, and the next thing you know, he ends up, Also in South Florida, Craig Wright, a computer scientist who claims to be the inventor of Bitcoin, prevailed in a civil verdict today against the family of a deceased business partner, which claimed it was owned half of a cryptocurrency fortune worth tens of billions of dollars. A Florida jury found that Wright did not owe half of 1.1 million Bitcoin.
Oh, man.
Yeah. To the,
oh, man.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God almighty.
To the family of David Kleiman. How much do you think that is in dollars?
It's $47,000 a coin right now, which is way down, right? It's down like 10, 12, 14% or something since last week. But still, God almighty, it's 50 billion?
There you go, 50 billion, 50 to $52 billion. Now, the jury did...
He didn't want to split it, huh?
He didn't want to split it. No, the jury did award $100 million in intellectual property rights to a joint venture between the two men. And, of course, that is just a fraction of what Kleiman's lawyers were asking for in trial.
You know, you're playing in the big dollar game when $100 million is just kind of a
that's a consolation prize,
a throwaway number that you felt.
Exactly.
You felt it was cool. He won that.
Yeah,
it's $100 million.
Like, you cool with that? A little $100 million.
Yeah.
You know, let me peel that off my wallet.
I'll get you a nice boat.
All right, the launch of a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket is being postponed. It's after officials say they need to check on repairs made to a fuel storage system. So the launch, which was supposed to take place this morning, is now being moved to tomorrow morning at 4:04 a.m. for the Space Test Program 3 mission. Now, this rocket is being sent for purposes of advancing warfighting capabilities. Meanwhile, a private space company is planning its first commercial launch from Cape Canaveral. Astra will be launching their rocket sometime in January. Officials haven't yet said what type of satellite it's going to be carrying into orbit. The Astra Rocket 3.3 is designed to fit inside a standard shipping container and is expendable but not reusable.
Now, is that a common thing that you don't have to tell them what's in it, like what it does? That's not, you're just paying for the ride and for the deployment, and everything else is up to them?
From what I understand, yeah. But I don't know if our government would be okay with that.
Well,
I don't know. It's a private company. What could they possibly say? I mean, what could they ask? I mean,
well, you have a national security aspect of things, because it used to be NASA doing this for the government, so it was all internal.
Right. Yeah, there has to be an agreement between the two of them, right? That there's an inspection process to make sure, some kind of checks and balances to make sure that nobody's doing anything crazy.
Because wouldn't that be interesting if this new company, helped a friend out and launched a satellite for China?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if they would have any rules that they would have to...
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of regulation for sure.
Always rules.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sometimes there are rules, and sometimes you can break them, and case in point is the International Space Station had to swerve to avoid space junk.
Swerve.
Hard to do that in space.
Yeah. The head of Russia's Roscosmos space agency says the ISS had to swerve away today to avoid hitting a fragment, this is what Russia says, of a U.S. launch vehicle that's been in orbit since 1994. The space agency says the ISS dropped about 400 yards for nearly 3 minutes to avoid the collision. Earlier this week, debris orbiting the Earth forced NASA to postpone a spacewalk outside the ISS. Okay, something decidedly more earthbound and some good news. Florida motorists may soon see a drop in prices at the pump.
Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. AAA says prices dropped 4 cents in the last week due to a decrease in crude oil prices and news of the Omicron variant.
She said doo-doo.
Did I say doo-doo?
I'm more laughing at decrease. That's just me, though.
The average cost for a gallon of gas in the state as of Sunday was $3.29. That's down from $3.41, though, the week prior.
Is that what that is, Ross? That crease right there? Is that the decrease?
I think that's what it is. It determines if your parents were religious or not.
Okay. Oh, I just got that.
Okay.
So slow. It's Monday. Let's talk some football. The University of Central Florida is headed to the Gasparilla Bowl.
Go Knights!
The Knights, the UCF Knights are going to be taking on the Florida Gators.
I'm sorry, what?
The Florida Gators.
Uh-oh.
They played twice already, right?
On December 23rd at 7 p.m.
Yeah, they played a couple times, and they're on a schedule to play in the future now, but that's years down. But, of course, it's a couple of years ago when we had that UCF team that was just, kicking butt and taking names.
This maybe UCF's 0-2 against them. I mean, they're a major D1 school. They should beat UCF pretty handily. But
he said D.
Oh, get out of here.
The Gators have a record of 6-6. The Knights are 8-4. The game will be held at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Go Knights!
But that's not the only. There's a lot of college football news. I'm going to let Brandon Kravitz handle the bulk of that when he does sports here at about 4:20. But Florida will be busy this college football bowl season. The state is going to play host to 8 bowl games, including a playoff game. The first game will take place right here in Orlando, December 17th, when Northern Illinois plays Coastal Carolina in the Cure Bowl. The highlight, though, may be the Orange Bowl on New Year's Eve in Miami Gardens when number 2 Michigan plays number 3 Georgia in the playoff semifinals.
Not bad.
Okay. A new survey says most Floridians consider themselves...
I was just going to make, we have the complete bowl schedule at JimColbertLive.com. If you want to know who's playing where, it's all on our website, JimColbertLive.com.
Because I only mentioned one of the Orlando Bowl games, and Jack, you said we have 3 separate.
Yeah.
Again, aren't we like the only city in the country that's hosting that many individual bowl games?
I don't know.
We got good weather, bro.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah.
Well, with football goes booze, and a new survey says most Floridians consider themselves to be, quote, booze fit, end quote. The Greenhouse Treatment Survey says 50% of residents in the Sunshine State can easily work hard and drink hard.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, I guess
Wow.
so.
To be booze fit.
To be booze fit means you can work hard and then play hard and then get up and do it all over again.
Just kind of sounds like a functioning alcoholic.
It's exactly what I was about to say. That like, wait a minute, I've heard that called something else, right? Therapist. I think a lot of professionals call that functional alcoholism.
When you don't want to change your behavior, rename it.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Rebranding. Rebranding. Well,
marketing's beautiful here.
Alaska and Iowa each has a higher number of respondents laying claim to that term, at 71% of Alaska residents believing they're booze fit, 62% in Iowa. The national average in the U.S. is at 48%.
Alaska has been one of America's long-known per capita alcoholism problems.
Yeah.
Oh, you get up there on that pipeline, there's nothing to do.
Nothing to do,
man.
and no
Just
sunshine.
All that
6
crazy
months out of the year.
all that crazy weather up there. Just drink yourself into oblivion, making $56 an hour doing manual labor.
Doesn't sound like
if
that.
not more.
Well, you're going to need that money. The holiday season, naturally a busy one. Now, FedEx says today takes the cake. It's only December 6th, but today is the day expected to be the company's busiest of this festive period. The vice president of global e-commerce told CNBC many people began their Christmas shopping back in October. Ryan Kelly explained that's different than in years past. And, you know, they've been expecting a rise of people going out and spending money. But now they're saying from what they've seen at the stores and people shipping is that we are just fit to be tied. We are out just spending money like crazy for the holidays.
Went shopping this weekend for a little bit, and I have to tell you, again, there are certain items out there. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. But there are certain items out there, man. If you don't get in there, you are going to have a problem getting them. I was in a sporting goods store this weekend. There are a number of things that are having issues getting in. It's just one of those things where if you can get it now, get it as early as you possibly can, because as the day nears, it will be more difficult to secure.
And the shipping, that is so important if you want it to arrive on time. You got to pay attention to those deadlines that the shipping companies have put out, probably more than in years past as well. Okay, the CEO of a mortgage company is in the headlines after he fired around 900 employees recently in a Zoom call. While you're checking out the bowl game schedule here in Florida at JimColbertLive.com, you can also see video that one employee took of this Zoom call. Vishal Garg, head of Better.com, told the employees he didn't have great news.
Garg.
And he advised them that, hey, if you're watching this, you've been laid off. Effective immediately. He said the last time he had to lay off employees, he cried. But this time, he also took things a little bit further.
Oh, yeah.
He accused the employees of stealing from customers and fellow employees because he says they're only working 2 hours a day. He also called them dumb dolphins and said to stop embarrassing him.
Yeah, he went off.
He went off.
He went off, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later because this is an interesting concept based on, well, even our company. You know, not even 2 months ago, any email out because nobody really knew what the office was going to look like in the next 6 months, a year, as things started kind of getting more comfortable and people started kind of venturing back into the office. Then we get an email saying, "Hey, look, if you can stay productive, you know, you can have this productive or you can have this hybrid work set up, you know, at home and then coming into the office again." occasionally. And just the human me who has employed people before says to myself,
yeah,
well, that's never going to work because people the reason they need to be in the office is to have somebody kick them in the ass to get their job done. They're never going to motivate themselves at home to work, especially when TV and the internet are there and boss ain't watching.
Kids,
so, I mean, you're
pets.
going to see a shift in this, man. CEOs are going to dropping the hammer on this. You can bet your ass. This is just the beginning of this, for the record.
Well, we're getting deeper and deeper into the holiday season. We've already talked about how many Floridians consider themselves to be booze fit. Now, how many Americans do you think say they have at least one relative who drinks too much at holiday gatherings?
I would say probably, man, I bet it's like, I'll say 41%.
Well, almost 2/3 of Americans say at least one family member gets too drunk at holiday gatherings. That's according to new research by one poll, which puts the exact number at 63%.
Man, that's a lot.
Of those Americans at least 21 years old who were surveyed,
I guess Jim gets points since Deb didn't want the rest of us to play, and Jim
She's
was
gotta
the
move
only
on.
one to guess.
My rants have taken up all our news time.
Oh,
She's not around.
no. It was a math question, and I was like, you know what, girl? You just stepped into something that if they give you an answer, you're not going to know if it's
60,
right or it's
yeah.
wrong.
Yes.
So you should probably just
Yeah.
move on along.
Yeah, 2/3.
And take P.A. McGee's passive-aggressive, hey, we didn't get to guess.
Let's see how honest they'll be, Deb. I said 41%.
I was going higher.
How much higher?
I would have gone over 50.
Okay, Ross, what would you have said? Honestly.
I'm an optimist, so I was going like 25.
Okay, very good. So points, Jack. I'll be that benevolent.
Well, 1/3 of respondents said that behavior typically comes from their uncle.
Oh, really? It's always some crazy ass uncle.
That's like a stereotype, right?
Yeah,
Drunk uncle.
Drunk uncle. Do you guys have an uncle like that?
I've always wanted to be the drunk uncle, but I can never pull it off.
And a little over half. Okay, so 1/3 of respondents said that behavior typically comes from their uncle, and a little over half say at least one family member is going to have to apologize the morning after.
Ooh.
It's that one. It's that one grandma or aunt. See, I would think it would be more women that get loose at Thanksgiving because that wine starts flowing real early, man.
I don't know.
That wine, that wine bottle's cracking. That's your wake up call. Is that wine bottle pop?
And this is how we all know that it's the holiday season, because another 3 in 5 Americans report dreading going home for the holidays. Well, it's like Donkey on Shrek always says, it's not Christmas till someone cries.
That's right.
I like how some people quote the Bible.
Not me.
And Deb quotes Shrek too.
And he knew it was Shrek too.
I was a guess.
From the
Sure
third
it
book of
was.
Encanto. Verse 1.
Stay out of my library.
Cartoon skunk says.
Donkey 316 has informed me.
And good news for those who may want to look at your 401k today. Finally, some good news on Wall
You
Street.
mean your Fiona 1K?
Yeah, exactly. Dow has been up more than 730 points. NASDAQ is seeing gains of more than 100 points. S&P is well into the green as well. So finally, some good news on the financial front. And don't forget, bowl game schedule, and to see the video of the CEO firing 900 employees via Zoom, just go to JimColbertLive.com.
Somebody said that they text in exactly what he says is, I cried last time I laid people off, but this week, I don't think I'm going to shed a tear.
Exactly.
You knew some bad news was coming after a guy says that. Usually I cry when I have to ruin people's lives 10 days before Christmas. This time, I'm going to revel in it.
I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. But listening to the employee who's watching this Zoom call, that's the heartbreaking part of this video, is that it's one of those 900 employees that didn't know she was losing her gig. And, you know, the CEO can say whatever he wants, but on the other end of that is a shocked employee who now 10 days before Christmas has a whole bunch of stuff to figure out.
Well, it's 20, but I was, so mad I said the wrong word.
Well, now you all are officially woke. Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Hopefully you gave him a listen Saturday when you heard him give great advice about buying a home here in the Central Florida market. You know what that means? That means Don can help you whether it's your first house or you're buying your 15th property. And it's so easy to find out if you can qualify to buy a home. All you have to do is go to homeloansradio.com and click apply now. That's it. That's all you have to do to get pre-approved today. And that also allows you to work with the best in the mortgage business. And that someone is Don. No appointment, no time off work, no stressing in traffic. Just homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this. And there's possibly another shortage on the horizon. This one is going to get you angry.
Oh.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Well, hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you Central Florida weather today. We're going to start the morning off with some patchy fog. Lifting nicely, though. By the afternoon, we're looking great out there. Warm high at about 82. So 80s make a big return to the region. Lots of sunshine mixing with some high clouds. South-southwest winds 5 to 10. The night 60. Looks like we're partly cloudy through the overnight. Areas of fog late. Dry overnight with light winds. The coming days bringing high temps at 80 degrees. Plus, next best chance of rain will be Wednesday at about 20 to 30%. A few afternoon scattered showers. No storms expected. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Have a great day.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World.jobs.
Walt Disney World Resort is hosting an in-person job fair at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort on December 13th. Pay rates range from $15 to $20 per hour. Hiring bonuses available for select roles. Visit waltdisneyworld.jobs/job fair to apply today.
Man, as the holiday season approaches, supply shortages will place higher demands on things, and that means you could be more likely a victim of crime. We're talking about porch pirates. They're out there, and they will continue to be out there. Safe Touch systems now more important than ever. You know, they integrate those advanced technologies to keep your home and family safe inside and out. That integrated camera makes it almost impossible to do anything near your driveway without great quality video being taken, and more importantly, the cops being called. Driveway burglaries are becoming a thing of the past for Safe Touch customers. Video clips, like I said, instantly text to you. Plus, the cops know what's going on. The two-way communicator gives you the fastest possible emergency response, and that crash and smash technology gives you that halo of detection around your home. You get the superior equipment, professional installation, lifetime parts and labor warranty with 24/7 tech support. Safe Touch is doing what others can't for over 36 years, and even better, how about free equipment and installation with that monitoring agreement? All you do is choose the package right for you, and that licensed and bonded security consultant will get it installed, and you will be happy. Just go over to safetouch.com or give these guys a call, 888-723-8682. Again, it's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Spectrum Business is proud to support small businesses with the best internet and phone services at the best value. But we want to do more. So now, for a limited time, get 1 month of services for free. That's right, 1 month on us. Get 200 megabit per second internet and business phone, and even TV, all free for 1 month. Plus free installation. Call 855-757-4544 or visit spectrum.com/business today. Restrictions apply.
If you're even thinking about renovating, you have to check out the Houzz website and app. That's Houzz. More than 65 million people are using Houzz because it's the best tool out there to help your project turn out right. Why? When you hire a pro on Houzz, they can show you in 3D, using Houzz tools, exactly how your finished project will look. So for remodeling made easy, just go to Houzz. That's Houzz. And find a local pro to give you a great home and a great experience.
Reward yourself or someone you love this Christmas with a stunning Rolex timepiece from International Diamond Center. IDC has the largest selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches in our history. It may very well be the largest selection in the entire country. Over 800 pre-owned Rolexes. Yes, 800. Our buyers have scoured the country and handpicked this unprecedented collection of flawless pre-owned Rolex watches. All the most popular and hard-to-find models. Submariners, Batman, Sea Dwellers, Pepsis, Datejusts, men's and ladies' timepieces in pristine condition. All IDC's pre-owned Rolex watches are priced to sell this Christmas, easily competing with any store or online retailer. If you've dreamed of owning the premium name in timepieces, or if you're looking for the ultimate gift for someone special, you must see IDC's luxury pre-owned Rolex collection today. We have the watches no one else has. Visit our showroom or shop online anytime at shopidc.com. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. I need help with indoor air quality.
This call is being recorded so that we can make fun of you at the company Christmas party.
Oh. Okay. Well, my house is so stale and stuffy. Can you help?
For basic air filters, press 1.
No, I want a proper indoor air quality solution.
Oh, well, those are complicated.
I know, that's why...
Terribly sophisticated equipment, that.
I can't believe... This would never happen with Frank Gay.
Frank Gay? They're good with the indoor air quality stuff.
Really?
Should have called them straight away. Although we are cheaper. Only you get what you pay for.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need indoor air quality, you deserve an expert. Professional-grade filtration and advanced technology for healthier air quality that smells great and keeps your family breathing easy. That's the Frank Gay way.
Have you considered just living outside, in a tent?
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Sip and save at Circle K with our new drink subscription. Enjoy one coffee or fountain drink every day for only $5.99 a month. Sign up in-store or at CircleK.com. Circle K. Take it easy.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Hope you had a great weekend out there, enjoying your Monday. It's going to be warm this week.
Yeah.
Before we get slammed by a pretty nice cold front coming in about 7 days. This week, we're going to see temperatures in the 80s, mid-80s, actually.
Yeah, Chris has snow in the park coming up this weekend when it's 85.
Oh, my God.
So those little kids snowing down those hills they have crash pads this year.
Oh, my God almighty.
I knew something was different when I was sweating again on my bike rides.
Right, exactly.
I was like, wait a minute, what happened?
It's December, right?
Hit some balls on Saturday. I was like, my wife was, we were out tooling around. She was going to do something. I went to the range just to hit a few practice. I was in a pair of jeans and just a shirt. It's like, well, it's not going to be that bad. It's really nice out today. Like 10 minutes out there, I'm like, what the blank? What time of the year is it? I double checked my phone. I was like, really? Okay, December sounds good. Feels like more like an late April thing right now. But it is Florida. That's how it is.
Swampy.
All right, 407-916-1041. All right, supply chain generated shortages. We've seen this over and over and over. Everything from toilet paper to what else?
Toys.
Toys, right.
All sorts of toys.
And all electronics.
Yep.
Everything is going crazy right now. Well, now this could really create a massive uprising. It really could.
Don't say makeup.
It's not makeup.
I'm going to go with liquor, Jim. Final answer.
Ooh, that is a good answer.
It goes hand in hand with Deb's story. I get it 100%. It is not liquor. I think you're going to be fine with liquor. It's something you eat.
Potatoes.
It's something you eat at fast food a lot.
Ketchup?
No. It's an actual food product.
French fries.
Mm-mm.
Hamburgers?
Oh, nope.
Cheeseburgers.
Nope.
Cheese.
Nope.
Cheese.
Buns.
Nope.
Chicken.
Chicken tenders. The chicken tenders, apparently, because
What's Jack
they
gonna do?
require more processing and packaging to sell, which makes them harder to find. Now, it's funny because the prices have fluctuated. Actually, I know a buddy and owns one of the great taquerias here. He said he was paying as much for chicken thighs as he was for brisket at one point. Breast tenders, they've gone up to $3.54 a pound. That's from $3.44 a pound at the same time last year. So that's only 10 cents a pound, but it does make a difference if you're buying those things in massive bulk, of course. And then last week the price went up to $3.98 a pound. It's almost $4 a pound for chicken tenders, and they've already been subjected to high prices this year. And then there's one guy that's saying that look, there really is actually a guy who was on the chicken board.
What?
There's a board of people who talk about chicken and chickens and the products that come from them.
This is a chicken.
By the way, they're being investigated. These chicken producers, some of them are being investigated by the Justice Department for price fixing. Because that's what this one guy is saying is like, look, we really don't have a chicken shortage yet. Now, we're tight and we're maintaining supply, but if there was a massive influx of demand, it would be difficult to keep up with that. But as of right now, we're perfectly fine. And that's, of course, when the justice system jumped in and said, wait a minute, what's going on here? Are you guys holding these things back to drive the price up? Is that what's happening? And, of course, you don't want that to happen. We've heard that about the diamond industry for years. Tyson Foods said that labor shortages also affecting the pork and poultry industry. I haven't noticed a gigantic increase in that. Have you guys at all?
I mean, I'd have to buy it, but how about you guys?
You don't really do the shopping thing. Yeah. When's the last time any of you bought food? You guys, it's so weird to talk to you guys about food.
What? I eat food.
No, you eat at Beefy King.
I do not.
No, but you say you never grocery shop.
And you guys don't cook.
True.
Like, none of you cook.
Whoa.
It's so bizarre.
One
Jack,
of my favorite...
Jack, you had one weekend when you went crazy. That's it.
That was Thanksgiving.
I
one of my
baked this weekend.
Favorite... Oh, see, he baked. One of my favorite things ever that Jim Colbert... I even shared this with my mother. Was when Jim was like, I can't believe it. I didn't even have a can of green beans or something like that in my cupboard. And I was like... I can't recall the last time I've had a can of green beans or peas in my cupboard. What are you talking about?
I mean, if you got snowed in right now,
I'd be screwed. We'd be eating M&Ms and Kit Kats and instant oatmeal.
You really wouldn't have food in your pantry to last for 2-3 days?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Wow.
We have one dedicated cabinet that's mainly your dry stuffs, your rices, your cereals.
Right.
And then the other one is the candy cabinet with the chips and the candies and the coffee.
Does your fiance cook? Does Chris cook?
No, I've seen him use a knife once in the kitchen. I made him promise he'll never do that again.
Wow. So is your freezer also barren?
No, there's some ice cream in there.
Yeah. So I can open up your fridge or a frat boy's fridge.
It's going to look the same.
Or an 11-year-old's fridge.
It's a glorified cooler. There's a lot of soda, a lot of water.
What happened when it came to food prep and you, in your early teens? Because that seems to be where you stopped growing.
Jack, are you getting pizza, applesauce, mac and cheese guys coming in?
I cooked every day when I was.
Oh, buddy, but here's the deal. First of all, if I was on my own, I'd be cooking. I used to cook. I cooked in a restaurant. I know how to cook. Kinda. If my wife's listening, this is all a
right. Yeah,
it's all a lie. It's all a lie.
Anybody pick up on the Jersey tone that slipped up?
Yeah. He had a little head bob there.
I used to make pizza. I worked at restaurants. I know how to cook.
Hey, there it is. Hey, I worked at a restaurant. I know how to cook. Hey.
And I'd have a plan. If I was cooking and working, I'd cook a little extra, and then you plan your meals. You got to have a plan. You go shopping with the plan. You don't go shopping and say, oh, what do I feel like?
Oh, I feel like someone, when you get home, is going to have a new plan.
Now, look, you can say, by the way, that these things, the taxi service is checking in saying it's all BS, that the supply chain thing is all BS.
Oh, it's a lie. Everything you text is BS.
There are many fast food chains that are applying new strategies to this. McDonald's is taking chicken tenders off of their menu temporarily.
What?
KFC stopped advertising chicken tenders because they wanted to boost up the other products in case there was a shortage and it was going to be difficult to get them. They didn't want to create a demand that they couldn't supply. So, I mean, there are some other things happening, but the one thing that's happening is driving me a little more crazy than I already am.
Yeah.
Plant-based alternatives have boomed during the coronavirus pandemic as the prices of meat have gone up.
Let's go.
plant-based meat company,
Don't do
Beyond Meat.
Don't do it to yourself,
Didn't
Jimmy.
see this coming.
No.
Launched Beyond Chicken Tenders in July to dozens of restaurants. Here's the key word, gentlemen and ladies.
Hello.
Nationwide, they have experienced a. Would you like to take a shot at the percent increase that Beyond Meat has seen since launching these products? Jack, you can go first.
I'll go 1,000%.
Oh, just to rub it in.
You're just a little low, Jack.
Oh.
1,100%?
Also a little low, Ross.
1,500%.
1,320%. That's right. The company I called on the dot 4 years ago, without question, that was going to see a massive increase in business that I did not invest in, is now experiencing 1,000% increases. And this leads me to a very important thing I heard from a poker player once, and I'm telling you, it's as true as the day gets. Scared money never wins.
Yep.
Scared money never wins. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a second, we're going to talk about that guy who fired all those people on Zoom. We've got some audio from that. I'm going to ask another question of you guys. We'll do that next.
Young lady,
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
you are in big trouble now.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
We're still looking at heavy traffic westbound on I-4 between Park Street and Princeton Street, and also between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. Authorities working to clear an accident causing backups too eastbound on I-4 right at the beach line, taking up the left lane. We're busy too between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. No reported problems right now on the 408. The beach line is up to speed as well as a turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the traffic center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the Wishing Forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Holidays! Happy holidays to you and your family from the guys over at Mossy Oak Fence. And as a special thank you during the holidays, our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence are offering a free walk gate for every purchase of $150 or more to all active military, veterans, and first responders. Valued up to $500. Just visit mossyoakfences.com and mention promo code USA. Just a small token of the Mossy family's appreciation exclusively for our military and first responders. That's mossyoakfences.com. Mention promo code USA.
After this year, let's spread some holiday cheer.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Orlando's Christmas station is Magic 107.7.
The Hess truck's back. It's a cargo plane and jet flying through the sky. This year, the Hess truck's here.
The cargo plane has lights and a cargo bay. The jet has button and motion-activated sounds. Free shipping and Energizer batteries included. Only at HessToyTruck.com.
Gifts wrapped? Check. Ugly sweaters? Check. An unforgettable holiday experience for the whole family? Check it out on the McDonald's app. It's a holiday wish come true. Open the app now to get an exclusive offer from Busch Gardens and SeaWorld. Your family can visit both parks for less than $55 each to experience Busch Gardens Christmas Town and SeaWorld Christmas Celebration. Get more great deals every day, like 20% off frozen Coke. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/30/21. McD app download and registration required. Refer to the McD app for details and restrictions.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure what to do, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Hey, this is RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Most businesses count on strong fourth quarter sales. We sure do, and I got a big problem, and I need to catch up. Right now, I'm paying over appraised value for any car. Even if it's really old, I want it. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $6,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Save big and get more. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check back out our certified used cars. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my Love It or Exchange It program will keep you happy. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So even if you've heard no in the past, my dealer next door credit approval process can help you get approved with lower rates and smaller payments. So come into my fourth quarter catch-up sale today. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. New car pricing plus tax tag $8.99 admin fee. Dealer retains all rebates.
Accuracy not quite what it used to be? The Aviv Medical Program can help. With hyperbaric oxygen therapy at its core, this personalized treatment works to boost brain and body function as you age. Plus, when you add the new Golf Performance Program, you can really home in on the skills to keep you on course for years to come. To learn more, call 352-358-AV-IV.
Were you hurt in a vehicle and want compensation? When you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Did an accident leave you in need of representation? When you're injured on the go, just call Mo. When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Keep up this holiday season with Dunkin's new Pancake Minis. 6 fluffy pancakes with dipping syrup. Cheers with a creamy white mocha hot chocolate to take on the holidays wherever they take you. Marry on with Dunkin's new delicious Pancake Minis. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Rising natural gas prices and colder weather are leading to higher energy bills for many this winter. Duke Energy can help you prepare now. Visit our website for no or low-cost energy saving tips to help lower your bill. You'll also find other helpful resources, such as information about installment plans and financial assistance for qualified customers. For more, visit duke-energy.com/winterbill. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And ask how to score 12 times the speed for the same internet price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming, the possibilities are endless. That's more speed and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Or learn how to get a $300 prepaid card when you get gig speed internet during the Xfinity Black Friday sales event. That means powering a house full of devices when everyone's home this holiday season. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay, and 12/6/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with one unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
Over 60 diesel-powered trucks in stock right now. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041 to call us, which we suggest highly. You can also text us at 77031. Oh, by the way, calling the show, this is a little different. I know Talk Radio for years has had a combative relationship with callers, or at least that's the part that's been marketed. We don't do that here. If you want to call and give your opinion, we'll gladly listen to it. And as long as you're respectful, we'll be respectful. It's that simple. We'd love to hear your opinions.
Yeah,
Actually,
but if you're going to be an ass, you have that gear.
We're going to double barrel your ass right back at you and then hang up on you, make you look silly. It's cowardly, but that's what we do. It's fun.
What were you saying about the whole combative thing?
What's that now?
Never mind.
Yeah, right. 407-916-1041. Welcome back on. Jim, Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. What were you getting at there, buddy?
Well, you were talking about, like, you call in. I know that there's massive combative aspect to talk radio and the callers that call in, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, that's really nice and positive, and then all of a sudden we fast-forwarded right to double-barreling.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
I said, but only if they're being disrespectful, buddy.
If you get out of line, then we're going to put you back in line.
Here's the common misconception: if you disagree with the host, that you're going to get hung up on and then slammed. We don't do that. Listen. My opinion is just an opinion, no differently than anybody else's. You hear mine more than hear yours, but that's why we give you the phones to call so that we can hear yours as well. It's that simple.
Texting service is a good example of that. Some will say, "Oh, no, Jim," and present a different idea.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will point out where they disagree with you, present a different idea, and then add the word "you asshole" on it.
Right.
So there's a different in tone there.
And then you get this guy. See, here's a great example as well, right? It's on the texting service. You all a bunch of sad human beings not to have food for at least 1 month. I said, well, I do have food for at least 1 month, but the other guys don't. And really, it's not all that sad.
Whoa. Easy on the other guy. See, again, you did the same thing he did. You just lumped this all together.
It's easy to sit there and say, but why say sad? It's not really all that sad. I bet that most people probably don't have enough food if they got shut off for a month right now.
Well,
I bet that probably 15-20% of our listeners have enough food for an entire month for a family of four.
Maybe he's a Mormon, because I know they're a little further along that prepper route, right? That's kind of one of their tenets, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's only Ross and Deb that could only sustain a third grade classroom snack time.
Oh, maybe not even that long. And I did get called out. Someone texted in and said, "Deborah Roberts, what the hell? Candy and rice?"
I know I'm getting
judging, not judging hard.
I'm getting lumped up into this group.
It's easy to lump you with her because, you at least Deb can go into a Publix or a Winn-Dixie
and know what aisle is which and what I want to get.
And know where the canned green beans are if she chose to buy them.
Exactly.
The interesting thing about Ross's scenario is he's probably more prepped out than any of us. His wife is a vegan, so, I mean, you probably have tons of canned veggies at the house just ready for a storm to hit, right?
Someone's picking up what I'm throwing down all of a sudden.
Thank you. I understand things.
I recognized one of my weaknesses.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I got to fix this. I won't naturally by myself. I need to marry someone who's super into cooking and healthy eating.
That's a smart move. See, this is where I'm a little concerned for Deb and Chris.
To be honest with you, I don't even know my fiance's name. I just know that I eat a lot of broccoli.
You're very regular.
Yeah.
It's good.
I don't know her name. I'm real regular, and it's green.
These last couple of weeks, I've actually really turned up my healthy food eating. I'm still new to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still doing juices in the morning. I had quinoa. I had a quinoa salad. Also, it just sounds fun to say. Quinoa!
Yeah, not like that, it doesn't.
What do you mean? Like, it sounds like I'm like
Yeah.
I thought you just said couscous.
I also had couscous. I've had couscous these last couple of days.
But you didn't do that in a funny voice.
Hey, couscous.
Yeah, no. Didn't have the same impact as that other one.
It's funny. The day he was asking, "What's couscous? I went home. What are we having for dinner? Couscous.
Yeah, it just sounds cool. It kind of sounds like a nickname on a baseball team.
Right.
Couscous.
None of you guys get to give me any S when the words are, "When I got home, we ate couscous."
Yeah. Well, that's what. No, to Ross's point, you pair up with someone who complements your inefficiencies.
But I thought you know how to cook in a restaurant, Jack. You've been there. You've done that.
I do, but I don't enjoy it.
Right. That's a kid, by the way. That's what a kid does. A kid's like, I'm the best raker in the world. You're never going to see it, though. Yeah, I know, but nobody cleans the driveway like me.
When
it
comes to survival, I could do it with a small amount of fast food visits in a week.
All right, 407.
My French toast is on point.
916-1041. We have a call, Jack?
Yeah, his name is Alex.
Alec, how you doing, Alec? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for taking my call. I just wanted to ask you, do you remember a show called Door Knock Chefs that was on the Food Network maybe 8-10 years ago? Familiar with that at all?
It's where they would just show up to somebody's house and make a dinner?
Yeah. They'd show up and they would just, one neighbor would swap. I think it was two neighbors and one cooked for the other. And it was, whatever you had in the fridge, pantry, freezer, they would make like the best meal that they could out of it. It was quite an interesting show.
It actually was a good show. When you said swapping neighbors, I thought something else.
Hey,
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate your call, man, for sure.
I thought he lived near you and he was hoping to come over.
I was like, what is this guy doing? I got to go find some of that old Food Network footage for sure. Swapping neighbors.
Although I did realize that some things, when you do have a lot of food, a lot of things get buried.
Yeah.
And I was kind of digging in the pantry because I did a little thing in the kitchen, and I found a baking soda. I had 3 containers of baking soda.
You always have that.
Okay.
Always going to have 3 of those in baking powder because you never know if it's fresh, and you always buy
All
one
were
because it's only
expired.
$2.
All
Yep.
were, and the furthest back, the one it expired in 2015.
Oh, very nice.
Then there was a 2018. I tossed those out.
Okay,
and
good.
I used the one that expired in 2021, and it was fine.
What'd you bake?
Cookies.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because he's
Were they no
proud of
good?
himself.
Cookies. Yeah,
Cookies.
first time ever I made them from scratch though, and not
not from a tube.
Not from a tube of dough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's cheating. It's a damn good cookie though, but you got to
Yeah.
make them from scratch.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
You can taste them when they come out of that tube.
Oh yeah.
You
But no,
can
I
tell
don't know
every
them, man.
time.
Those Nestle
They're still
Toll House,
good.
that's a pretty hard cookie to beat. I'm gonna tell you straight up, pre-packed, that's not a bad cookie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Gideon, but it's not a bad cookie.
I'm sure they add something so it stays in there as long as it does, but
Well, it's cold packed. I mean,
Yeah.
they sell it cold, so I mean, it's probably got a pretty good shelf life. Egg, I'm sure, is the thing in there would you don't be a part of.
Yeah.
After a while, right?
Yeah.
All
Just
right,
throw in a duck egg, you're good to go.
407. Did you take those home?
They're in the fridge.
You don't have to do that,
See, I wasn't sure.
I think she may have washed those, but we have an egg wash that we use, so you'll be fine. Though.
My
You
wife
sleep in
is
there.
afraid of them.
She's afraid of them. It's just a duck egg.
I know. She says. She
Ew.
looked
What
at
does
me
she
like
think is
she goes,
different?
I can't eat that.
Why not?
I don't know. Why won't your wife eat them?
She won't eat them because they came out of the duck that she pets, and it's weird to her. She likened it to this. She goes,
I don't ever want to hear another word out of you assholes for the rest of our tenure together. Ever. Ever. You hear me?
She goes, listen, if a puppy had him, I wouldn't do it either. I'm like, okay, well, if a puppy had him, it would definitely not be selling them or eating them. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're hitting the road with that bad boy.
Yeah, we're hitting the road with that for sure. That is the Wonka Tour 2022. Count me up. Want to see a puppy lay an egg? That's going to cost you 10 biggins. But they're good. They're good to bake with. That's what you should be doing with them, is baking with them.
What, higher fat content?
And that's why that's how she could, good, a big old yolk. And that's why, by the way, I think they whip, the whites, I think, whip really well for meringues as well.
I'm not making any meringues, but I may use the eggs to cook.
You got to do that. Yeah. Maybe you don't eat them straight up, Jack. Just like use them in recipes and stuff. Maybe she'll do it that way.
Wait, is there
not just throw them in a house? I don't care.
Have you used them to? Have you used the duck eggs like to scramble and eat with like as a breakfast?
The first thing I did was make an omelet with them.
Is there a taste difference?
Not even a little bit.
So you would
Not
you
even a
serve
little
that
bit.
up on a plate? No one's gonna know.
No one would know.
So in other words,
know.
it's kind of like chopping up vegetables and putting them in something that the kids don't know they're getting their vegetables. Just put a duck egg in. She won't know.
No way possible you know. You fry that egg up and you put it right next to a chicken egg, can't tell the
Yeah,
difference.
when you get over the shock that I'm making my wife something to eat, I think then
Right.
I don't think she's worried about what's in the egg.
Right, maybe not. All right, 407-916-1041. Well, I was going to talk about this Zoom guy, but I think we'll have to wait because I do want to play the audio of him doing it. The CEO, and I agree with you, Ross, Vishal Garg.
Garg.
It sounds like a Potter bad guy, right?
It does.
A little bit.
That's what it sounds like. It has a very kind of video game enemy sound to it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the dolphin reference until I read all the way down to the story. This guy had some issues before where he basically called his employees. He goes, quote, "You're too damn slow. You're a bunch of dumb dolphins. Stop it, stop it, stop it right now. You're embarrassing me."
Dumb dolphins.
So this guy has had a run-in with his employees before.
I didn't hear that in the call today. Like the call we have, he didn't mention that.
This was in the past, though. He's like this. What they're saying is he's had run-ins with his staff before because he accused them basically of stealing because of only working a few hours a day rather than the required 8-hour day or whatever it is at this place. But this was sent as an email. I think it was earlier this year where he sent this email out. He basically said, "You're too damn slow," and then "too damn slow" is all caps. And then he said, "You are a bunch of," and then again in all caps, "dumb dolphins."
It really sounds like he got flustered and he didn't know what to call him. And he went,
Right.
"You guys are just a bunch of dumb dolphins."
I know.
Like dolphins are fast and they're smart.
Right, yeah, and they're sweet.
And they're sweet. He couldn't have picked a worse animal.
It's probably shocking to the people who got fired because they probably took that as a compliment.
Like, all right, cool. I'm a dolphin.
And I guess he had the audio basically said, this is the second time in my career I've had to do this. I don't want to do it. The last time I did it, I cried. But he didn't say anything about not sitting there stoically, though, Jack. That was misinterpreted.
Yeah, and we'll hear the audio later. But he said, I hope to be stronger this time. Like, meaning he doesn't want to cry.
Yeah.
But he hasn't ruled it out.
Hey, they say practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. And you said that the video came, it was actually an employee who was recording the Zoom call, and she was being let go.
Deb has it posted at JimColbertLive.com. And she actually videotaped the Zoom call in her home, but you can hear her as it starts to click and he starts talking about the layoffs. She's like, oh, no.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you're one of those employees that was on that Zoom call.
That means you got garged.
Oh, man. Can you imagine if that becomes a verb, like firing somebody on Zoom?
We need a t-shirt.
Here comes a garging. We're going to get a garging today.
But if it's remote, though, what's the best way to do it? They're not coming into the office. They're remote employees. Wouldn't it?
That's the best way to do it.
You could have just sent an email.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
At least the guy said it to them.
I guess. I think maybe he wanted to. I think maybe he wanted to make that thing and just basically tell them, hey, I thought, the reason you're getting fired is because you're stealing. And even then, that's kind of weird because now with the possibility of recording that, doesn't that kind of break some kind of law? Because when you fire somebody, you're not supposed to, like if I were to hire somebody that had been fired from a job before and I called their former employee, the only question I believe they can answer legally in Florida is, would you rehire them?
Oh, right. I didn't even know that.
I think that's the only thing you can legally ask somebody. If I'm trying to hire them for the show and I called their former employer and I said, tell me about this person. Would you hire them or hire them back or not? They can either say yes or no, and that's it.
Jim, I know we have to break because we have sports on the other side of this and some breaking news for the Orlando Pride, and we can get into that with Brandon Kravitz when we come back.
We'll do that next.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We're still looking at a stop-and-go ride from a crash heading south on the Turnpike. It's blocking the shoulder between County Road 470 and County Road 33. Use some extra caution here. Westbound travel on I-4 still very heavy between Parr Street and Princeton Street, and it's slow too between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound travel on I-4 is heavy too between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Take the shortcut to your next great hire. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, Instant Match immediately delivers a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Balancing the bank book over the weekend and had to put in the power bill. So I had to look it up to see what my power bill was last month. Usually I'm like right on top of that because I'm really anxious to know. And I got it. It was $72. And that's thanks to the solar panels on my roof. How many power bills are you going to pay before you go to SolarSource.com? I see it on my bike rides through my neighborhoods. I see more and more roofs with solar panels on them. And man, it's just a growing trend. It is the way we are going. What are you waiting for? You can start saving immediately and reduce your carbon footprint. And the company to trust is Solar Source because they have been doing it the longest in Central Florida since 1984 with over 60,000 systems installed. They have roots in this community and offer a 25-year warranty with a company with a history to back it up, and they're great people as well. You can get a free savings estimate today at SolarSource.com. See what you can start saving when you go solar. When you talk to them, tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. Go to SolarSource.com. Get a free savings estimate today. When it comes to power, trust the source. Solar Source.
Make the most of your investments. Certified Financial Group. Call pound 250, keyword certified planner.
Navy Federal, this is Michelle. How may I assist you today? Michelle, we haven't talked since I got the Navy Federal app. With personalized notifications, I always know what's happening in my account. See, my paycheck just deposited. I'm glad you like. Sorry, just pay my bills.
When your members are the mission, so is their convenience. Set up notifications, check your balance, and track your spending with our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA. Message and data rates apply.
It's the strongest offer ever from International Diamond Center. Now through December 12th, you get IDC's already unbeatable price, plus an extra 10% savings. And to make it even more affordable, you get 5 years zero-interest financing. This is an unprecedented, crazy offer. Take an extra 10% and then spread your payments over 5 years, zero down, zero interest. And yes, this is all engagement rings from our exclusive world-class designers. Imagine a $12,000 designer ring with a GIA certified diamond. Take 10% off, then pay just $180 a month, or an $8,000 designer ring minus 10% and just $120 a month. You can even finance the sales tax. IDC makes it easy to upgrade her diamond this Christmas with our largest ever selection of GIA and Forever Mark diamonds. Get 10% instant savings plus 60 months zero interest. And as an added surprise for the first 12 days of December, go to shopidc.com for some secret buys on some great holiday gifts. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. Approved credit details at shopidc.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 7168, Equal Housing.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. Get all the materials to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet.
What? What are you doing in me dungeon?
It's the only place where the bloody Wi-Fi works.
Oh, and you don't mind the spiders?
Spiders? What spiders? Oh no, they're everywhere! Oh!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
It's nice having fast, reliable Wi-Fi in the whole house.
For sure. The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi extenders may be required. Sold separately. Restrictions apply.
This Checkers garlic and butter bacon Buford is for Vince. He's been brushing paint on houses all day.
That's the last coat.
A little help here? So, we brushed some mouth-watering garlic sauce on 2 100% hand-seasoned beef patties with crispy bacon strips, Swiss cheese, grilled onions, and whipped butter just for him. Come down and get this Buford, Vince. You've earned it. The garlic and butter bacon Buford, only at Checkers.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. Merry Christmas!
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Don't forget, you can get your Jim Colbert Show spice rubs available right now at jimcolbertlive.com. We'll ship them to you. Actually sending out a big order today. Sent it out already, going out all across the state, and a couple out there in the U.S., New England, Montana, a couple Tennessees today, up in Georgia. So you guys keep ordering, please. The Jim Colbert Show spices and rubs are up right now at jimcolbertlive.com. Pork, chicken, and beef ready to go for you. Matter of fact, I got a little video going for steak and for chicken and how to use them. People are now interacting on Facebook that have gotten them and say they absolutely love it. So you can get in on that as well. Again, it's the JCS spice rubs. Are available right now at jimcolbertlive.com. Grab them, and we'll ship them to you for sure. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well every Monday around this time. We invite our good friend Brandon Kravitz to drop by 96.9 The Game and talk some sports. BK, what's going on, man?
How are you guys doing today? You
Doing
look
wonderfully
lovely right now. I think you're in peak form, every single one of you.
Well,
wow. Coming in hot.
Yeah, it's interesting because we have a lot to talk about, and then like right before you walk in the studio, a bomb is dropped from the Orlando Pride.
Yeah, the Pride are making some mega deals right now. They're gutting the roster. Club captains Ashlyn Harris and Allie Krieger are sent to the New York, New Jersey Gotham FC for an exchange of 2022 NWSL first-round picks, a third-round pick, and $50K in allocation money. And then there's a separate deal that's going on. About 30 minutes ago, the San Diego Wave are in the final stages of acquiring Alex Morgan. So the Orlando Pride, as they stand right now, you're not going to recognize them come next year. And the Wilf family is making some moves. The Orlando City's got new ownership, and I think we're going to see this happen on the men's side of things too. They're going to kind of make the team in their own image or start from scratch and build back up. Not from the bottom, but just sort of retooling across the board. Orlando City's they're gonna have to replace a lot of big names, and clearly the Pride are doing that right now.
Yeah, the funny thing with the Pride, too, is, so much of the marketing of that brand is wrapped up in at least Alex Morgan for sure. Those players represent the face of the franchise, so you're not talking about just players. I mean, you're talking about the entire marketing strategy of the Pride is changing today.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, in my personal opinion, just in going to the games, I think they're really cool experiences. I think female soccer is off the charts good as far as from a product standpoint. And it was neat having Alex Morgan here, but I think once you see it one time and how unavailable she was on a regular basis in general, I'm just not sure that it really changes anything.
And also, look at the results. And it has to be disappointing that the team has not, gone further than they have in their short history with all that talent. So, I mean, at least you're gonna turn it around and get some value. And all three wonderful ladies. They've all been in the studio here. Just great interviews and great people on and off the pitch. And, thank them for their time, but wish them luck.
Well, we get to see what this family does. We'll get to see how they rebuild and what they do, because the Vikings lost to the Lions this weekend. So.
This is true.
Oh, you think one influences the other?
I don't know.
Well, they lost to the Lions. Hello.
We gave an 0-10 team, or they gave it 0-10 team their first win of the season.
They just wanted to see a team named the Lions pick up a victory. So already showing Orlando favoritism.
Good speed.
Is that not the harshest record though in the NFL? I know Detroit. 10-1? Well, just that record going into this weekend. Thank God they finally won a game, because they lost so many close games.
I know. Yeah.
I'm not even. I got no dog in the race.
I wanted them to win so bad on Sunday. I was just like on the edge of my seat as if I'm a Lions fan. Right. I was so happy to see them score that touchdown.
Well, that's good to hear. I know that again, the NFL is a complete minefield. Teams that should be winning by 10 or losing to it's just a complete nuts. It's nuts. All right, let's talk about UCF UF. Obviously, the Gasparilla Bowl is going to feature two hometown favorites, or Central Florida favorites. University of Florida, probably the most recognizable NCAA 1 brand in the state, far more than Miami and Florida State, maybe even combine those two. UCF.
Ouch, that's a hot take.
UCF, I mean, come on, man. Come on. The Florida thing is just in this state. It is the Colt. I mean, everything else is just an ancillary.
team. I agree they're the biggest, but you're combining Florida State and Miami now. I don't know that I can go that far, but I understand. Florida is definitely at the top of the heap. I don't deny that.
Yeah, but the most populous city that is South Florida is all Miami. I mean, everything south of Orlando, Miami is the dominant school.
But then the rest of the state likes Florida. I mean, that's the thing is, like, you go, the rest of the state likes, I mean, you find University of Florida fans everywhere. I don't see a lot of Miami hats. I don't see a lot of SU hats.
Well, they haven't been good in a while.
I see Florida everything, and they haven't been real good in a while either. I mean, they haven't been super good. I mean, I know Florida State's a tank team, but man, Florida's just got that branding down. It's that Go Gators thing. It stuck.
I mean, a lot of that, like, you can tie the level of interest and the number of hats you see around town as you drive around the state based on how recent was your last national championship. And
you think so?
For Miami, you'd have to go back to 2000, 2001. For the Gators, you're talking about the late 2000s with Tim Tebow. So there are a lot of fans that remember success a whole lot more recently. For Florida State, it's 2014 or 2013. And so
they're forgotten. They're a ghost school right now in the state. forgotten.
That's
They might as well be
they
USF.
fell off the map. They fell off the map hard. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Florida's had down years, but they still have had decent enough years where they've made it into the SEC title game. But
their
either way,
brand, that's what I'm talking about. There's their brand, and it is always strong. You always see Gator license plate things. It's Gator everything. There seems to be more pride in that brand than the others.
It's the most legacied Florida football brand that's out there. They've been around the longest. They've had success the longest. And so, there's a reason for that. But this matchup is awesome. I mean, this is everything. This is everything you could ask for as a state of Florida football fan, because these two seasons don't matter anymore, but now they do. This is bragging rights. It doesn't even matter about the players that are on the field as far as this being these two programs at their tip-top shape. This isn't the best UCF team we've ever seen. This isn't the best Florida team we've ever seen. This is about branding versus branding and bragging rights for fans that have been wanting to see this. We had the season series that was set, we found out in the offseason, where there's that 3-game series that's coming up that spans the next decade plus. And this gives us a little bit of a taste before we get into that years from now.
Yeah, and this, to me, it's a weird thing because this is really a no-win game for both schools, in my opinion, because you think about it. Florida beats UCF, that's a team you should beat every single time. And even if UCF beats Florida, you're going to get that, well, it was that Florida team. It was the Florida team in transition. They lost their coach, blah, 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 blah. So, neither one of these teams is really never going to be able to stand on the pedestal of a win.
Well, Auburn did the same deal after the Peach Bowl, and they tried to claim, but you know, but the fact is, you show up to play the game, you lose the game, you take the loss. UCF won that Peach Bowl, and UCF will destroy the Gators in the Gasparilla Bowl.
Oh, man, you guys are spitting the hotness today.
He said destroy them. I was about to ask you what was the onset spread right now.
I think a 1 to 2 point victory, maybe.
It is certainly not in the favor of a UCF blowout. I can tell you that, Jim.
It's 7.5, 10.5, something like that.
Well, you almost nailed it. It's Florida -8 right now.
Yeah, I was building up a little steam.
For sure.
Jack is drunk off power.
But in reality, let's think about this. In reality, I don't know where the teams are health-wise, but, it can't be much more than a coin flip game, even at 8 points. I think this could go either way.
I completely agree. Said that earlier. I think this is a coin flip game, but I think the number that Vegas put the odds makers put on this one, I think is spot on, because if Florida gets rolling, if they get running downhill, this team is big, they're physical, and they can run the football. The problem is they can't do it consistently, but if they go out there and they play their game, UCF's going to have a really hard time stopping Florida. And so if it does turn into that type of contest, 8 points just isn't that much once you start shutting a team down on defense and you're able to run it down their throats. So I think the number is right, but if you're on UCF, you're certainly not crazy for thinking that. UCF's been the better football team over the course of the season. I think they have more weapons on the outside, and they can make it a track meet and win that battle. But if it comes down to what's going on in the trenches, then it's going to be all Florida. I can't wait to see it. And I like the fact that both, for this moment, not for the entire season, I like the fact that both of these programs are down right now because of what we just said. Neither side can claim that they're at the best version of themselves, so that makes the contest even. And I think because of that, the bragging rights still exist. And certainly there will be those on the losing side that say, whoa, it wasn't our best year, but it's not going to be for the winner either. And so the fact that you even those things out, I think makes the trash talk just that much more spicy.
Yeah, I think the only advantage of a UCF win is the recruiting possibilities to be able to go out and say, hey, we beat Florida in the Gasparilla Bowl. But I do think even then, most people would hold very thin water. Yeah, Jack?
I would have had another advantage had my betting app not been turned off on Saturday.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I actually heard from a good source that they turned it off because I've been winning too much recently.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Wow, man.
Ooh,
that much of a heater, huh?
You cash out, or do you leave the money sit there?
So I actually had to call their customer service the other day because they left. They took my money. I just went in because I got the notification that they were suspending operations, and I went in to go see what my account balance was at, and it said 0, and it was not 0. And so I had to get on the horn with the Hard Rock people.
So it was enough money to make a phone call over.
They credited. They credited. And I went into my PayPal. So
very nice.
It's a fine weekend for the Kravitzes.
Good for you, man.
Night 8 of Hanukkah last night went well for us.
Right. Yeah, that's very good. The last candle gave a big blessing, huh?
That's right.
I love that. So I have a little hot take for you, and it was based on a play I saw. I think it was this past weekend. I saw it on social media, then I saw it this morning, and I'm telling you, I want to know what you think about this. Did you see the fake quarterback slide this weekend?
Yeah, from Kenny Pickett in the ACC title game.
So what's your take on that?
I think it's a smart move. You're taking advantage of the rules.
Should be illegal. That should be illegal.
It should be illegal to matrix yourself and not fall down and then keep running?
It should be illegal to fake that slide, and I'll tell you why. Because they protect the quarterback so much. It shouldn't be. Look, it's already too much protection as it is. These guys play football, all right?
Yeah.
You know what you're getting when you get into the game of football. It's hard. You get hit, and there are grown-ass men running full speed at you to whip your ass and get the ball from you. Everybody knows going in what football is. And then when you do the fake slide thing and the defense has to back off, that's junk, man. They need to shut that down now because it's completely and utterly unfair to the defense that's already behind a cue ball when it comes to quarterbacks. And you know that. When I saw that play, I'm like, nah, man.
How many times? But let me ask you this, Jim.
That ain't right, dude.
I understand the premise of what you're saying, but how many times have you seen that before?
Well, just one, but I mean, the precedent is set. You're telling me there's not one quarterback out there in the league that runs the football that isn't going to try the fake slide thing now?
It's not that easy, though. It's not. No, most of these guys that do that are going to fall on their ass. That is just not
I'm
going to
have to see it first. I'm going to have to see a Division I athlete that plays at that level fall straight on his ass for simply faking a slide.
I will tell
the
you,
same guy who just hurdled a corner to get into the end zone is going to fall over for faking something?
If this becomes something that a bunch of quarterbacks are able to do and they do it successfully, then we can revisit this topic and they should go back and check on their rule book of how they need to fix it.
So what
I'm of the opinion that that's not going to happen because it's just not that easy. And as of right now, that was a savvy play from a quarterback that was taking advantage of the rules that exist, and he did it showing extreme athleticism in the process. I thought it was awesome.
Well, I mean, the thing is now you're giving one guy credit for having all the great extreme athleticism, now discounting everybody else with the ability to do it. I mean, you're basically saying this one guy could pull it off. He's the Superman that can pull it off. Man, these guys are elite athletes. These guys are extremely Division I, basically paid football players with education.
Yeah.
But these guys are doing this for a living, basically. Trust me, they're going to be able to fake it. They may start practice faking it. Are you kidding?
And again, if that happens, then more power to him. What's interesting about the guy that did it is that he's known to be a pocket passer who doesn't really move around very much, and he's out there.
Oh, it was badass. Don't get me wrong. I was like
that I've seen all year.
I was so thoroughly impressed because you're right. It is not easy to run full speed and to give that motion like you're going to do that. But to me, the play that you should have been watching is what the defense looked like that when that happened. There are two dudes that gave up on that play because of that. And because they've been classically conditioned, like Pavlovian, they've been conditioned. When you see that happen, you throw your hands up and get away from that guy because you can walk by him fast. You're going to get thrown for 15, and we're going to get an automatic first down, and I'm going to get sat.
Well, and I think in college, where I can meet you in the middle, is the bigger issue for college football is the targeting rule, because the targeting rule is too punitive. In the NFL, it's just the penalty and the first down, and that's bad enough. But in college, if you hit a player, an opposing player, with the crown of your helmet, it's automatic ejection. You're done for the game. This is a championship game, and these guys going head on against your opposition with the football are worried about getting kicked out of the game entirely. I don't agree with that. I think that's something that they should look at, but that has nothing to do with the slide itself, or the fake slide, rather.
No, I just thought, I looked at it, I was like, oh man, that's kind of lame, because these guys are told to stay away from you. They don't want to get 15 yards. They don't want to give up first downs in tight positions. And now you're on a breakaway run that could lead to a touchdown. You fake a slide, and then you go. Does he go all the way? I can't remember. He scored.
Did he go all the way?
Yeah, so he scored. So he faked a slide. The defense gave up, and then he scored.
Oh, I saw the fake. Man, it was like a juke, man.
Oh, it's not a juke, dude.
Fine.
That guy. I noticed immediately what he was doing. The minute I was like, "Oh man, that's savvy." There's no question that is very savvy.
It looked like he was doing the limbo.
It really isn't fair. It is not fair to the defense. That sucks. I bet that defensive coordinator was out of his blanking mind. Probably impressed, but also out of his mind.
I'm impressed.
Anything out there you want to holler about, buddy?
Wow, I mean, let's talk about my man Tua, shall we?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about
he's just come around. This is a new quarterback.
I took him this week.
Very
I took
good.
the Dolphins.
Very
Dolphins
smart.
look good.
They were playing against Mike Glennon and the New York Giants, so it was a game that they should have won. But it's just amazing what he's been able to do. I think that he's really coming around and kind of finding himself. He's a short area passer, but he's a short area passer at an elite level. This team's now won 5 games in a row. And what's amazing is that they were at the cellar of the AFC. And now, given how bunched up everything is, they're only 2.5 games back from being the top team in the conference. That's how much they've turned things around, and just how bunched up everything is. You have the Patriots and the Ravens 8-4 right now at the top of the conference. The Dolphins are 6-7, and then tonight's game is going to be fantastic. So clear out your plans for this evening. Bills, Patriots, in what will be a frigid, cold, super windy atmosphere in Buffalo. They're talking about winds possibly getting up to 30 miles an hour in tonight's game.
Who do you like?
I like the Patriots tonight.
Yeah, take the Patriots. I just
Yeah,
got to take the
Bills.
Patriots.
I'm going Bills.
Are you really?
Now I am.
You're going to be sad, buddy.
I don't like the fact that Jim just agreed with me, though.
I know,
You're
right?
going to be sad.
See?
I'm killing you in the football, but what are you talking about?
Did I
I'm
do good?
destroying
Did I
you.
do good this week? I feel like I did good.
I don't know if you did well or not, but you're talking S, and I'm like 4th out of everybody in there. How could
Why
you
don't you
possibly
guys
come at me?
look over in Ross's box, because right now he
yeah.
and Mike Bianchi are leading the pack.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hey, by the way, who'd you take tonight?
Me?
Yeah, you took the Patriots.
I
didn't
went
you?
with the Patriots.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, so
there's
I'm
no
one
way that
behind
Bianchi, no way possible that Bianchi took the Patriots though.
He can still change it, when you're changing the
He's
outcome.
not going to
here.
change it. He's at a golf tournament and he's drunk.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, that's
for sure.
good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, someone say something about the Tampa Bay Bucks, or we have one listener who's going to have a temper tantrum.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, the Bucks are awesome, and they're right back on track. And Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady will be throwing and catching touchdown passes with one another until 2040.
By the way, the Ravens will not make it out of the first round of the playoffs.
No,
they're one of the most beatable teams in the league right now, in my opinion. I think it's one of the biggest snow jobs. I think they're terrible, and if they didn't have Lamar Jackson, they wouldn't win 3 games. They don't look good at all.
Completely with you.
I mean, that is the biggest sham being pulled on the NFL. These guys have to squeak by every week with teams that they theoretically should be beating by 9 or better. It is unbelievable how they've gotten this far. And if it wasn't for Lamar Jackson, they would be awful, and they're terrible already. It is amazing. The teams I'd be watching for, you got to like the Patriots. I mean, San Francisco losing this weekend was unbelievable. I mean, there's a team that seemed healthy, but they came out and they lost this weekend.
I think Arizona right now looks like the best team in the league. The Bucs are right back on track. You've got Arizona, Green Bay, Tampa, and then you've got some of those teams. Like, I still believe in Buffalo, New England for sure, and I think Kansas City's starting to get back on track, and they're playing well defensively. So if they pick things up on offense, they're going to be scary again.
By the way, who does Miami have left in their schedule?
Cake and walk.
Wow,
I mean,
really?
their schedule's so easy.
I love those teams.
I mean, don't they end it with the Patriots though? Last
They
game
do.
of the season.
The last game of the season's the Patriots, but they're going to be on like a 9-game winning streak by then. So we'll see how it goes.
Wow. Well, listen to the swagger in that voice, man. How swaggy is that?
Feeling so good. This season started out so poorly for me. I mean, I had fantasy injuries. I was losing every hypothetical bet that I made. I couldn't get anything right in our picks pool. My Dolphins were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had to give you 2 soft hugs.
Everything, yeah. I mean, and I appreciate it. I think it really helped turn me around. Because everything's been better since. Winning streaks everywhere.
All right, well, let's stop it right here then and keep the winning streak going. Thanks a lot, buddy. Always good seeing you.
This segment brought to you by Certified Financial Group. Certified Financial Group on your side. 12 certified financial planners all under one roof. Their standard, their mission is to put you first. So visit them online, financialgroup.com, or dial pound 250 and say the keyword certified planner. Start planning for tomorrow. Today.
Thanks, BK. Always good talking to you. There he is, Brandon Kravitz, 96.9 The Game, talking sports every day at 3 o'clock right here in Orlando. Always good seeing you, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Well, hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you Central Florida weather today. We're going to start the morning off with some patchy fog. Lifting nicely, though. By the afternoon, we're looking great out there. Warm high at about 82. So 80s make a big return to the region. Lots of sunshine mixing with some high clouds. South-southwest winds 5 to 10. The night 60. Looks like we're partly cloudy through the overnight. Areas of fog late. Dry overnight with light winds. The coming days bringing high temps at 80 degrees. Plus, next best chance of rain will be Wednesday at about 20 to 30%. A few afternoon scattered showers. No storms expected. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jimmy King. Have a great day.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the Wishing Forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Listen, man, when it comes to your new bathroom, do not wait. You don't have to wait. And more importantly, stop listening to your friends and family that everybody's out there to screw you over and take your money. I know at least one company that's Rebath in Mid-Florida. They certainly won't do that. They will take your money, but they'll give you a wonderful bathroom in change for it because that's all they do. That's really all they do. It's not bathrooms and gutters or bathrooms and driveways. Rebath specializes in taking care of your bathroom by getting you the bathroom of your dreams, whether it's just maybe a shower tub install or an entire demo new bathroom. These guys can do it and do it to completion on time. It's a national company. You don't have to worry about any of those nightmare issues. And really, to understand what they do, you got to drive by the showroom and put your hands on these materials. They're really beautiful. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Very easy to find. Natural stone, marble, travertine, and all those beautiful colors cut perfectly. No grout lines, and you get a beautiful bathroom in return. And these guys don't have the cookie cutter one size fits all. They're all custom bathrooms, exact dimensions to make sure it fits perfectly. You're going to love them, man. Hop online today at rebathmidfla.com. Look at those before and afters. Just picture that in your house. They can do it for sure. Book your appointment today for your new bathroom. It's waiting on you at rebathmidfla.com.
Notice the way everyone throws around the F word on the radio today. Suddenly, everyone's a fiduciary. The truth is, only certified financial planners are required by their certification to work with clients as true fiduciaries. For more than 40 years, CFP professionals at Certified Financial Group have been providing financial planning and investment advice for a fee to countless families throughout Central Florida, and we have 14 of them. So if your planner has not been certified or you simply want a second opinion, go to financialgroup.com. That's financialgroup.com. Certified Financial Group, where we're planning tomorrow, today.
Management for a fee through Certified Advisory Corp., a registered investment advisor.
Dang, overpriced clubs.
Swing not quite what it used to be? The Aviv Medical Program can help. With hyperbaric oxygen therapy at its core, this personalized treatment works to boost brain and body function as you age. Plus, when you add the new Golf Performance Program, you can really hone in on the skills to keep you on course for years to come. To learn more, call 352-358-AV-IV.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancrelipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents, as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain, bloating, trouble passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9110.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
I like it when my lawyer answers my call. That's why our phones are answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com. Mo DeWitt. That's me, Orlando attorney.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure, and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit attrcmfacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Klausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram because why wouldn't we be? You know what? Don't answer that. At Real Radio 1041, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Jack, I have to tell you, you made my weekend a little bit better, buddy. Sunday morning, got up, threw a little fire log in the fire. Didn't need to because it was 74 outside, but the mood just wasn't right. Cup of hot coffee, crossword in hand, in my brand new crossword board that my wife got me. That has a clip on it. Keeps it nice and comfy right there on my couch. She knows what's important.
Did you get that? Would you want that gift like in your 30s?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, it makes it comfortable for me to sit and do my super crossword puzzle. And my wife knows that's one of my favorite things, like Sunday morning, that I do. So she got it for me to do that. It sits comfortable on my lap. And it also is an iPad stand as well, which is cool as well. Because I play poker in bed with my iPad. So it's hard to get it to sit in an area where I can get it with the covers don't cover up the buttons. Because I'm fat. Thanks for making me say that, Jack.
No. Russ, I wanted to hear what album. I had a feeling you were going to talk about one of the two albums I got you for your birthday.
That's where I was
going.
going.
And I wanted to hear which one. Russ kind of tried to take you back 20 years and make you reveal that you're fat. We all know that.
Did you hear
making you say it is not part of my
my
agenda.
blood pressure is even higher than it was last time, too. Look, I'm hours from death. I'm just telling you, hours from death.
That new report just came out that said that a lot of Americans saw their blood pressure increase during the pandemic.
It's got to be stress. I mean, I'm telling you, I drink less than I honestly, guys, I drink less than I don't drink much anymore. My diet isn't the greatest because I do eat out occasionally.
Yeah,
and they tell you that's like the worst because of the salt levels used in restaurant food. But I mean, I'm not eating that poorly. We're eating HelloFresh. I'm not drinking much soda. Like, I started drinking tea at home again and stopped the soda intake, and it's even worse. It's this stress.
So, did you listen to any vinyl this weekend?
Yeah,
hot chocolate, buddy. I was jamming out
It was
the
hot chocolate. All right.
There we go.
Oh, man, so
fire
good.
log on the fire.
Not only did I bore my wife by watching me do a crossword by the fire, being with me is pretty exciting. I got to explain to her the history of Hot Chocolate, the band.
Mm-hmm.
You could really see the excitement on her face.
Russ wanted to ask
she was learning that morning.
If you would have been a more exciting husband back in your 30s.
Oh.
I was way more exciting in my 30s.
Yeah. Ross doesn't want to ask that.
Oh, doesn't?
No. I was just
Did
curious.
you not want to know?
My question was more trying to find out if you were into crosswords for 20 plus years.
I've been doing crosswords since 1989.
Oh, really?
That's when I started doing them, yeah. Started doing the Sentinel crossword, and then after doing the Sentinel crossword, the Sunday edition has also the New York Times in there. I'm not quite at finishing the New York Times in pen yet, but I can do that Sunday crossword one in the Sentinel in pen like every Sunday morning. I don't make many mistakes. You make a couple occasionally, but that New York Times one, man, that is no joke. You better know your 17th century French poetry, and you better know it well because they're going to reference it like 7 times. And that's just where it begins. They throw you a bone. They throw you a bone sometimes, Jack, and I tell you, you feel stupid and embarrassed just getting the easy one. I just want to get like 10% of the hard ones. That's it.
I did well the last one I did in the Orlando Sentinel, but I banged it out. I finished the whole thing. I was so proud. I looked. It was the TV edition.
Oh yeah, the TV edition.
So you're talking about having that topic of like you're explaining the history of hot chocolate, the vinyl that Jack got you, and you're like, I know it's super boring, but I'm still going to do it. I know I have this. Do you think every couple has that one topic that they know their significant other really does not care at all, but talking about it and that the significant other realizes that my partner just wants to talk about this because it makes them feel good?
I have 2. I have two, and even worse, I know how much she doesn't like it because of how much she fakes liking it.
Yeah. The fake like.
You have to be able to speak woman. Deb, I'm sorry if you want to jump in here at any time.
No, I'd like to let you do this because I have a feeling no one's going to do a better job. Please.
You have to be able to speak woman.
Everyone hush down so we can hear Jimmy mansplain what it means to speak woman. Jim?
Well, when speaking woman in my world, Deb, I'll speak for me on this, and my woman, of course. But what happens is if she's very interested in what I'm saying, and I know she shouldn't be, I know she's just being a good wife. And that happens frequently, i.e. when I talk about cars.
Yep.
Or
sports,
golf. I try to get an interesting story about a player or something that I know so that she'll become involved with one of the players. You know what worked? Oh, Brooks Koepka's hot.
Yeah.
So then we start watching something else because I don't want to hear that over and over. Where's he from? What's his name? What's he into? I'm like, I don't know, honey. He's just a golfer. Really? I don't know. His pants are pretty tight for a golfer. What's his name again? It's not Brooks, honey. It's somebody.
How does he work out? I'm going to YouTube it.
Right, exactly. He seems to be in yoga. He's very fit.
Jack, you got those topics?
You think he juices?
I think every couple. Deb, do you have those topics? Do you have a topic that you bring up to Chris that it's obvious? He does not care, but he's just putting up MVP numbers.
Yeah. He looks real interested, but then when you ask him, not even the last word you said, he would never be able to figure it out.
What? Yeah, absolutely. And I feel the worst for him because sometimes you can see him texting and he'll be texting like a friend, like, dude, someone talk sports stats with me, you know?
Oh, right, yeah.
I need to go over this game, and she's not going to cut it. So talk to me.
Is it video games for you, Ross?
Well, she likes some video games, so it's really not video games. It's English soccer.
Oh yeah. That's terrible. Yeah. I feel her pain there.
It's English soccer, and now it's kind of tequila.
Oh, yeah, you talk about tequila a lot, too.
Yeah.
What do you think it is for Jack? Don't answer, Jack.
Okay.
What do you think it is for Jack? What do you think that Jack yammers at NaomiBradshaw.com about that she has to feign interest in to keep him happy?
I think the streak continues. I think there's
definitely sports. He doesn't.
It's got to be Yankees.
Oh, he definitely doesn't even attempt any RBI.
I'm telling you, I think you nailed it, Deborah. It's got to be work. She has to be absolutely exhausted about hearing about Real Radio.
Well, I mean, he's the program director of this Real Radio. I mean, there's a lot of work. So I imagine you go home and it's like,
Are we warm, Bradshaw?
I think you're both right on the money. Yankees is also another one.
Yeah.
And as I become more self-aware of how it's being received, because my wife is so polite, she wouldn't just say I'm not interested in that or roll her eyes.
Same thing, man.
She's very good at, so I try and dial that back. And what I've realized, there are a lot of long, uncomfortable silence.
Yeah, my wife has that thing where she does that too. Or she just looks at me and says, Jimmy, this is stupid. I'm going to go get my nails done.
Oh.
So,
no, she doesn't.
I mean, my fiance does it to me as well. Now that she's a real estate agent, she thinks I also went through the training.
Oh,
man. You should be blessed. I mean, to have a woman that wants to come home and talk to you about her career, the way you talk to her about your career all the time, would be a blessing.
Jimmy?
Which is why.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that all the time. Trust me.
Which is why I do the same thing she does when we talk English soccer. Correction, when I talk English soccer. It's that I'm down. I'm going to listen. I'm just also, I really don't understand what you just told me.
Right, exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Well, that's the thing, though. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's go to break. 407-916-1041. I'll ask the audience, do you have something that you talk to your spouse about that you know for a fact they're only listening to be nice?
Miniatures.
It's got to be... Well, for you, but yes.
Want to go to Ron's miniature shop again?
Stay put. We'll be right back.
Come on.
What is a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio. On demand. Find your favorite show at realradio.fm.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We'll use some extra caution heading south on the Turnpike. Authorities still working to clear an accident blocking the shoulder between County Road 470 and County Road 33. We're still stop and go westbound on I-4 between Parr Street and Princeton Street, and we're seeing delays between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. If you're traveling eastbound, we're slow too between Sand Lake Road and Kirkman Road, and also approaching OBT. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Invisible Fence brand is here to give pet parents confidence as you return to normal life. Whether you need to protect your pet from jumping the fence or escaping out the door, visit InvisibleFence.com for how-to videos and solutions to help you conquer pet parenting. That's InvisibleFence.com.
You know, the holiday season is upon us, and of course, you know what that means. The porch pirate's going to be out there trying to steal your stuff every day. UPS, FedEx, dropping off package after package, and they don't even care what's in the box. They're willing to roll the dice to walk right up and grab it. That's unless you have a Safe Touch security system that integrates your cameras into your security system, giving you unbelievable coverage, which means short videos that show exactly what's happening from your camera. Also, the ability to call the officers and get them on site. That two-way communicator, the fastest possible emergency response. It should end right there. But on top of that, you get incredible equipment from these guys and incredible installation as well. That crash and smash technology is no joke. That halo of detection around your home, I've had around two of mine. Amazing stuff. Not to mention, you get 24-hour tech support as well. These guys are doing what others can for over 36 years. And even better, you can get free equipment and installation with that monitoring agreement. Just choose the package right for you, and their licensed and bonded security consultants will get that installed, and you'll be safer for it for sure. That's safetouch.com, 888-723-8682. Again, safetouch.com, state license EF233.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Conn's Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next-day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Conn's Home Plus, your Big Bow Gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Conn's Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people, it takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, it's Mel Taylor, and one of my most favorite places is my backyard. From the kids' fort to our awesome table to garden. We just really needed an upgrade, though. Bad. So I needed a new fence. I went with Fence Outlet. So easy. I set up a free in-home estimate, got to choose what I wanted, and boom, that's it. I mean, they got great options. Wood, aluminum. I mean, I got the vinyl. They've also got easy fence in a box option for those do-it-yourselfers. Not for me, but if you're DIY, there you go. Head over to fenceoutletonline.com today. Set up a free backyard estimate. Fenceoutletonline.com.
Guys, now there's no excuse. Peak Performance for Men has helped thousands of men overcome erectile dysfunction. The question is, what are you waiting for? Live the life you want today with a free consultation. No medication, no pumps, no needles, no pain, no surgery, and absolutely no downtime. Just non-invasive acoustic wave therapy that will have you back to your natural form. That's right. Now for a limited time, a free consultation. There is no risk. Fix it for good with one phone call. Call the Orlando office today at 407-464-8181 or find them at peakperformanceformen.com. Why wait? Enjoy your life to the fullest. Peak can make the difference. Call 407-464-8181 and get your free consultation now. That's 407-464-8181. Peak Performance for Men.
With RP Funding's digital mortgage, you can refinance your home loan to today's low rates from the comfort of your own home. Get started today and let me pay your closing costs. Lock in your low rate before it's too late. Visit rpfunding.com. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing Lender.
T-Mobile for Business supports small business owners during their busiest time of year. Switch now and we'll pay off your phone up to $1,000. You keep your phone and your number. Plus, get $200 in Facebook ads on us, so you can reach more customers and finish this year strong. Visit your T-Mobile store and make the switch today. Up to $1,000 via virtual prepaid card for eligible device payoff. Allow 15 days. Qualifying credit service port-in and timely redemption required. No cash access on card and expires in 6 months. Details at T-Mobile.com. Ads via virtual prepaid card when you port in a line with 2 plus more lines or have 3 existing lines.
Looking for a holiday that's merry, not melted? That's cool, because Kroger has refrigerated delivery trucks. We'll keep your hams honeyed and your cranberries colorful. And our fresh guarantee will save you the wilt and the worry, or we'll make it right. That's more than just delivery, it's Kroger over delivery. Order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your first 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
Now is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans at off-lease only. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. No matter what car you're looking for, Off Lease Only has options for you to choose from, with nearly every make and every model, and they're all priced thousands below retail. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that's arriving daily, and your trade-in is wanted. It's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. With financing available for both good and bad credit, you can get pre-qualified online now at offleaseonly.com and leave the stress behind. Find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. Shop online at offleaseonly.com or call 407-222-CARS or take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art location just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2 plus lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2 plus lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2 plus unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041 to call the program. You can text us as well. That number is 77031. People figured that one out for sure. They have been coming in hard and fast since Ross dropped that bomb on us about what do you talk to your spouse about that you know they don't care about. And man, oh man.
There's one of my favorites at 77031. My wife is a nurse at the butt doctor. We established years ago that we won't discuss most of her day at work.
Some of them are sad, though. One of them said is yeah, my wife does not care about anything I say.
I know.
She just sits there scrolling through TikTok, staring at me aimlessly. My wife doesn't listen to anything come out of my mouth. She doesn't even pretend to care. I talked to my wife about aerospace engineering degree studies. I'm a math nerd, and she's sweet enough to indulge me, but definitely not interested at all.
Brother, you ain't lived until you have gone years with a traveling case manager RN during COVID.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard about it. I'm sure you just over and over. Could you imagine being married to a nurse at the height of that?
Oh,
like if they did come home, the horror stories. And honestly, you'd be a bad person if you didn't sit and listen. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't cop out and go. I don't want to hear any more of that. I mean, you're her therapist at that point, or his therapist. Either way, you have to sit there and listen because that's part of your job as your spouse or significant other is to allow that purge.
What?
The purge.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
407-916-1041. Yes.
It's also for me. It's also not what the topic is. It's when it's brought up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like at nighttime, like if we were laying in bed and I was just, I just start thinking about what I have to do tomorrow, and I'll I'll start mentioning stuff, and to my wife, she's like, "No, I'm trying to."
She just yells no at you.
I'm trying to sleep. I'm getting ready to sleep. Don't give me things to worry about. And I'd just be talking about more just things in general that I have to take care of or whatever.
But I want to assure Jimmy, when your wife talked about how hot, what was that?
Brooks Koepka.
Brooks Koepka. Just so you know, someone also texted us at 77031. Oh, Jim's wife knows how to play the game. She plays the he's hot card.
Oh, yeah, that worked. It worked on me. I was like, okay, we're going with this. I don't need to see this tournament all that much. I don't want to hear about old ripped up Brooks Koepka anymore. That's no good. 407-916-1041. Ross was one that came in for you, buddy. Doesn't really like my plants. Does your fiance talk to you about her plants all the time? Is that a point of conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always impressed by whenever she starts speaking Latin.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, she's amazing. You can open the door with a plant in your hand, and she can give you the Latin name of it.
Yeah, it's the Plantitis fiscus meniscus.
Okay, very nice.
What?
Sounds like a knee problem.
Yeah, I think that was a knee thing.
Yeah, mine's easy, man. Golf and cars. She does not care about cars at all. Does not care about horsepower. We passed that car in Austin, Texas, that Pagani or whatever the hell that thing was, that $600,000 car. I said, no way. She's like, what? I'm like, there's like a Pagani back there. She goes, a what? And I said, it's just a real expensive car and it's cool. And she said, oh, never even looked at the rear view.
What?
I brought up a picture. She goes, oh yeah, check it out. Look at there, fast car.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't care less.
I guess the real question is what conversations do we have?
That's the thing I was just thinking about during the break. What do we talk to him about then?
What is working?
Deb's picking her lip and trying to figure it out. What is working? What do you talk about that you talk about at length, though? It's usually just your family, right?
Yeah, so that's the thing is as your interests change over time and your family grows and a lot of the common thread and common conversation is about the kids and everything you're doing with them. And then you become empty nesters and you realize, whoa.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like,
who the hell are you?
What have we been doing?
I've seen you for the last 20 years, but we're too
you're
tired to care.
Hey, you're that lady that takes the kids to school.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a lot of long conversations about Skyrim, which is a video game. We've talked video games a fair amount, and I do find plants interesting. I do like taking care of the yard. I know she would be like, oh, yeah, sure you do, whatever.
Right.
But I don't mind it. I have a small green thumb. It's more of like a green bump. I got a green bump.
A green bump?
It's not a full thumb. And that's from her. So she's definitely shown me that, and I do not mind watering a bonsai.
See, my wife likes the food thing. I mean, we both get into good food. She likes the food thing. We have that. Good beer. She actually became a fan of beer. So we go around, we find breweries and stuff and have beers and taste beer. So we like that together for sure. We found a love for throwing darts.
That should scare you, Jimmy.
Well, the thing, and we actually like a lot of stuff. She likes antiquing and stuff with me and going into these little thrift shops and stuff. She doesn't mind doing that. She's not the garage sale. She doesn't like that so much.
But, I think some of the best advice I ever heard was years ago, Dr. Phil told a young wife, never expect your husband to talk to you like your best friend. We're not wired for that kind of hours-long conversation where we just talk until the sun comes. I mean, that's like a new love. Later on, you just kind of have to allow those moments where you talk sports with your guys, but you come home and talk beer with your wife.
Haven't we been almost kind of predisposed to think that you're supposed to talk about everything with your spouse, that you're supposed to but you know what, I'm not 100% sure about that. I kind of believe what you're saying. I like talking to Code Black about certain things. Jack and I talk about certain things. Ross and I have conversations about certain things, and none of those I would have conversations with my wife about. We would mention it, but it wouldn't come up and we wouldn't have a 20-minute talk about it.
I think what it does is that you end up looking at your relationship with a jaundiced eye and believing there's a problem when there really isn't. It just means that different people have different roles in your life. Some will talk to you about sports or some will talk to you about miniatures and plants. But at the end of the day, the person you want to talk to the most about whatever is your partner.
Now, Jack, what does Naomi talk to you about that you turn off? Where you're like, okay, I've had enough today.
Not one thing, brother. 100% focus. I don't even look at my phone. It's eye contact. It's not interrupting.
Oh, she's listening.
Guys,
faux shizzle.
Guys, what you just saw there was the college fake slide.
And it was crafty.
What shouldn't be allowed.
Unfair to the defense.
Because I know if it means that much to her, then it means
Jack.
that much to me.
Good
Jack, nobody
man.
believes you, man.
It doesn't matter. He's smart enough to say that into the microphone.
Nobody believes you, buddy. I got bad news.
Yeah,
Ross,
well.
what is that thing for you that your fiance brings up and loves to talk about other than real estate? I mean, is it anything other than real? Because real estate is relatively new for her.
Yeah, and that's why it's so passionate. But she's like dropping like, and then the FPR is this thing, and I'm like, what?
Well, she's excited about it, man. That's great.
Yeah, no,
Well,
and that's why. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Best decision I've ever made. I'm not sure if I shared this on air yet, but I do know that I bring it up all the time in front of Olivia. It was the best $250, Jim, I've ever spent in my life.
Okay.
That didn't rhyme with fuckila.
Okay, very good.
I'm just saying.
Of all the letters.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I'm sorry.
I think we lost you.
I like tequila. So $250 though. I'm on the phone call. And she's like debating whether or not to go ahead and get the test for real estate. And it's like a $250 exam.
Mm-hmm.
And on that phone call, I sent her the $250. So
oh, man.
She got the push notification. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm fully supportive of her being a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the one topic that when she brings up, you tune out?
I mean, some of it is still real estate because I'm like, I don't even know what a brokerage is.
Yeah, you drop the comedy bomb on her a lot. Does she like to talk about comedy? Because I know she doesn't. She's seen your act a lot.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, no, no, not really.
Yeah. Not really into that. Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, are you cool with not being able to talk to her about it or not bringing it up a whole bunch? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I don't really want to talk too much about comedy. How about this? Instead of talking about comedy shows, every now and then she'll be part of like a writing session.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's still part of comedy and on the comedy that I prefer. Of the creative side, not the you sit there and listen to what happened to my weekend.
So, Jimmy, what does Tori bring up that you automatically tune out?
Oh, easy question answer, isn't it?
Let's see. I'm pretty much in tune with everything she does.
There you go. Fake slide.
Oh, got it. I got it. Okay. There are people, whenever she comes home and she's talking about people that I have never met, I'm like, how am I supposed to like this?
Right. How am I supposed to react?
So I do have one. So when my wife does a genealogy that gets several generations deep, and she gets to people that I can't keep track of. Because she's been doing
cousins of nephews of nieces of aunts,
and she's got it all in her head, and she's describing these people. And long ago, I need to write this out. I need a
you need a flow chart.
I do. I need a tree. I need the little stick figures to kind of connect the people.
A little March Madness action.
Now that said, the more she has done it, the more now I recognize who these people are, and it's easier to follow. Because it's easier to follow, it's not so much of a tune-out.
Well, my wife has a high-stress job, so we talk about work a lot. And,
don't we all?
And we've, and again, sometimes because of the nature of that work, it's a lot of the same stories because just a lot of the same stuff happens over and over and over again. I'm sure it's stereotypical in the American family home after work that you come home and bitch about a boss or a coworker, or you got to get that off you got to get that off your chest and move on. Who do you bitch about, Ross?
Deborah.
Which one of your quote-unquote coworkers, three
Ross.
of which are staring you in your face, do you bitch about?
Did I say never or all three of you? What happened?
Yeah, right, exactly. All right, 407-916-1041. We did have this Zoom meeting that we want to talk about with that boss who fired 900 people today, and we have the audio. We'll do that next.
Listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Use some extra caution as you make your way south on the turnpike. Between County Road 470 and County Road 33, there's an accident that's still blocking the shoulder there. Westbound travel heavy on I-4 between Parr Street and Princeton Street. We're still seeing delays between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound busy too between Princeton Street and Lee Road, and also between OBT and Ivanhoe Boulevard. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber. HOA and condo board members. Bring the fastest, most reliable internet and TV service to your residential community with Blue Stream Fiber. Your community deserves the reliability of a fiber optic network. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/bulk today.
Oh boy, we are not the bank sponsoring our Twitter poll. We got one going up about, the things that you might not listen to your significant other about. Anyway, you vote for that on Twitter. It's at Jim Colbert Show. And it is brought to you by We Are Not the Banks. That's Brad Siebert and his team, Direct Mortgage Lender. This is what they do. And now is the time where they are very busy and they can help you out as well. Why are they busy? Because rates are so low. So if you are ready to move into your next home or you want to refinance the home you currently live in, Brad and the team at We Are Not the Banks can help, because this is all I do. They're not the banks. They're better than the banks. Their sole focus is getting you the mortgage you need for your next home or refinancing the home you live in. And they deal with all types of loans and all types of buyers. I used Brad and the team at We Are Not the Banks several years ago for a refi, and they put me in a great place, let you know everything you're going to need every step of the way, close quickly, great people. For all your mortgage needs, you go to wearenotthebanks.com. NMLS ID number 205696, Equal Opportunity Lender.
The IRS and state agencies don't wait till after the holidays to demand payment or take collection action. J. David Tax Law and our firm of experienced tax attorneys live and work in this community, and we are standing by to defend you or your business in any IRS or state tax debt. Helping people in our community is what we do. For that reason, we invite you to join us in our support of worthy local charities. In this season of giving, please consider donating to Coalition for the Homeless of Central Florida, Cars for Our Troops, Dreams Come True, and the Ronald McDonald House. These organizations do a wonderful job for those in need. At J. David Tax Law, we believe strongly in being a responsible corporate citizen by providing funding to charities that support our community. We invite you to do the same, and we wish you and your families a happy and safe holiday season. If you have tax problems, call us now at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 for a no-cost consultation, or find us on the web at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
There's something you can really do for your home that'll make it feel better, make it look better, make it worth more money, and more importantly, save you cash every single month. It's FAS Windows and Doors. Upgrading your windows is a must in Florida. Those single-pane aluminum frame windows are just killing your power bill and making your AC work twice as hard. Double-insulated vinyl windows from FAS Windows and Doors will solve all of that, and your house will feel amazing. It'll be amazing. It'll be worth more money. It'll be safer. They can do that with your front doors and all your sliders as well. Hop on board today at FASWD.com and make that appointment and visit their showroom, Fairbanks and I-4. You can't miss them. It's FASWD.com.
Every Tuesday, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee for free. Good mornings start at Wawa.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Home, sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Cons Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next-day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Cons Home Plus, your Big Bow Gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Cons Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
The best home and property improvement you can make is solar. Sunshine is free. It can power your home and even heat your pool. With SolarSource, trade your electric bill for a new, lower solar payment and start saving immediately with no money down. You'll even get a 26% tax credit on the purchase price. SolarSource has been the #1 contractor in Central Florida for 38 years. Get your free quote today. Visit solarsource.com. That's solarsource.com. When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.
The Hess truck's back. It's a cargo plane and jet flying through the sky. This year, the Hess truck's here.
The cargo plane has lights and a cargo bay. The jet has button and motion-activated sounds. Free shipping and Energizer batteries included. Only at HessToyTruck.com.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of quit aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics.
You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Mills Air and Business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier Factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect upcoming breakdowns. Go to millsair.com.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Radio 104.1.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Everybody, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us, and people do like crazy. That number is 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Yeah.
So is Jack.
Greetings.
And Ross as well.
Yeah, special Ross thoughts today.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, top of the hour. A very special Ross thought.
Really?
Should I be worried?
Yeah, you might be. It is the Christmas edition.
Okay.
Of another batch of fake commercials.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully we get to play these this month.
All right, that'll be up there at the top of the hour, of course, trivia coming up here in a few seconds. And if you have yet to get your Jim Colbert Show spices and rubs, we have them for sale at JimColbertLive.com. You can order them now. We'll get you shipped way before Christmas if you do it today. Locally, they go out and usually deliver within the day over the, out of the state. It takes a little bit longer, but not that bad. Again, it's Jim Colbert Show. We have the chicken, the beef, and of course the pork rub, and they're selling great. And we would love to have you have those. Give them somebody that likes the show or whatever. $32. That gets shipping as well. It's JimColbertShowLive.com. Grab your spice rubs today. I think you'll enjoy them for sure. All right.
Wait, isn't it JimColbertLive.com?
JimColbertLive.com. What did I say? Jim Colbert Show Live
Yeah.
or whatever? Oh, I'm sorry. I do that all the time.
It's JimColbertLive.com.
There you go. And Jack has a banner up there. You just click on it and you Venmo it. Leave your address in the Venmo and it's all done. I get them here. We pack them up and send them off. No big deal. Better.com CEO Vishal Garg. We talked about this in Deb's news a little bit earlier. By the way, if you missed any of the show, you can podcast it at JimColbertLive.com. All the breakouts as well, including Ross Thoughts and Animal House. Garg fired 9% of their workforce, 900 employees. Big company, huh? It's a mortgage company.
Yep.
And it says, and Jack has the audio here, and I would love to hear this guy's voice tone because that means as much as anything else. But he basically said if you're on this call, it is not a good call to be on. Jack, do we have that?
come to you with not great news. The market has changed, as you know, and we have to move with it in order to survive, so that hopefully we can continue to thrive and deliver on a mission. This isn't news that you're going to want to hear, but ultimately it was my decision, and I wanted you to hear it from me. It's been a really, really challenging decision to make. This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this.
Jack, can you pause that?
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you think right now in that room were thinking that he was building up to give them a Christmas bonus? Like, how many people do you think, oh, man, only 900 people? Maybe we did something so good that we're about to get a Christmas bonus. Do you think everybody in that room immediately thought that he was dead serious and never thought it was like a swerve?
Oh, I don't. I don't know.
No.
Those swerves.
That's just how positive of a person I am, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's nice, but also I realize when you have the power to fire someone, it's something you should never joke about, because there is a time where it might come to pass, and so it's not a good precedent to set of, oh, I use that, for comedic effect.
Psych.
And by the way, I've had that happen.
Yeah.
When the company was purchased, when we just started radio, it was purchased by another big company, and we were all called into a room and said, hey, I got bad news, you guys are fired. And then said, but you're rehired because we switched companies or whatever. It's like, oh my God, like I needed to hear that after just selling my business and this being my only livelihood.
Yeah.
Great joke.
So what you're going to see a little more on this video from the CEO, Vishal Garg with Better.com, and I wonder how their business is going to fare with this going viral. It's a Zoom call, but it's also being videotaped by one of the people being fired, and you're going to start hearing her comment as she starts to realize exactly what's happening.
Do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger. But we are laying off about 15 performances and productivity.
All we did for the company.
If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group being laid off. Your employment here is terminated effective immediately. What does this mean for what's next? You're going to get an email from HR, askhr@better.com, and your benefits. For all U.S. employees, we're providing 4 weeks
Oh my God,
of severance,
I can't believe this.
1 month of full benefits, and 2 months of COBRA, for which we will pay the premium. So 3 months total benefits if you elect for COBRA.
This is not real. Oh,
Thank you for each and every one of your individual contributions to Better. I wish the news was different. I wish we were thriving enthusiastically as we were at the beginning of this year. That's not the case. And I am sure you will leave us and
this is not
be
real.
more successful, more fortunate,
After all we did.
luckier in your next endeavor.
Yeah, I don't
wish
know.
you all the best of luck. Thank you for everything you've done for Better.
Yeah, I guess he goes on to say, I mean, I don't know if he goes on to say anything else, but there's also verbiage here that basically said that he basically accused a lot of these employees of basically stealing from the company because they were only working a couple hours a day. He cited market efficiency, performance, and productivity as the reason behind the firings. Fortune magazine later reported that he accused employees of stealing from their colleagues and customers by being unproductive and only working 2 hours a day.
So I'm not sure where those accusations fall. I don't believe they were part of the firing video chat.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think it was either. But apparently, he gave a quote to either Fortune magazine or someone who basically said that.
I think maybe the blowback on how could you fire 900 people 2 weeks before Christmas, or 19 days before Christmas. And so he was trying to kind of justify it in the eyes of, I was really left no choice because of these reasons.
Yeah, maybe that's the case for sure. But that is kind of interesting how a CEO would look at that and, and really kind of throw that into the top 3 things that you're being let go for is the possibility that your productivity is down. And the reason I think it's interesting, Jack, is because, we work for a big company who is going through this very thing, trying to figure out a hybrid work schedule for people who want to work from home, who have discovered that they can work from home, save a lot of money on childcare and daycare, and save money on tolls and traveling and gas money, and don't really see the value of going into the office because they think, here's the problem, they think they're as productive, but maybe the company has a different value on what productive may be.
Well, and I think it's a different metric depending on what you do, and I believe it's an easy metric in sales. You either are producing sales or you are not. With us, whether we are at home in remote studios or together, we have ratings. That's our report card. And fortunately, for 2021, Real Radio has been getting straight A's. So all the shows, everything's going great throughout the pandemic and all the changes. And thanks to everyone who continued to listen through these, crazy times we live in. But for some people where it's a little more vague on exactly what success looks like, or the role they play in achieving that success, it might be harder to quantify their input. And if you're not in front or dealing with these people on a daily basis, because just like, with our big boss or, Linda, we used to have, FaceTime with her regularly, and now we see her once every
3 weeks.
If that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, I wonder with this idea of productivity, a big thing for the Zoomers entering the workforce is, well, if I can get my work done in 3, why do I need to sit here for 8? If you're paying me for the work and I've gotten the work done, why should I have to have a traditional 9 to 5 day if the work itself is done? And these are questions that post-pandemic, new working generation coming in that's turned a lot of other, societal norms, I guess, on its head. It's going to be interesting to see how CEOs move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, because here's the thing, what also is not getting mentioned is the vibe in an office, especially in our office, that creates different business. People bumping into the hallways and talking about a client they couldn't close or something like that, and that person has a little heads up on that client that may work or something. That doesn't happen anymore. You're not bumping into anybody in the office anymore. You're not exchanging those ideas. You're not looking for the leaders that you really enjoy being around and get inspiration from. They're not in the hallways anymore. You don't see those people anymore. They're not there. It's a ghost town in our building. None of the people who really drive this company down the road, with the exception of the talent on the air, is really in the building very often. So for us, I know it's kind of bizarre because there isn't that team feel that companies love to build, that symbiotic feeling between office members, regardless of what their job is, moving forward for the betterment of not only their well-being, but the companies as well. You kind of lose that when everyone's in different places.
It's hard to replicate that organic collaborative effort when everyone can be in the same room, even when you're doing a Zoom call, just because whether it's how you interact with people and whether it's side conversations or putting ideas out there, it is a different environment. So you definitely do lose something that you used to have. There may be a bunch of things you gain by being able to work remotely, but there is definitely some cost.
Yeah, there's no question. And the interesting, really, the equation that's going to work, and that really is the magic. I believe that the CEO that's really going to kind of figure this out is going to be that CEO that has that magic hybrid number that allows people who are on the cusp of making that money to afford childcare and do those things they want, but not quite there. And they see now they've seen a different lifestyle because they're not forking out $1,000 a month for childcare and driving to and from across town. They can maybe work hand in hand with their bosses to understand, like Deb said, that a lot of these younger people do believe that. I experienced that when I was an employer, that you people, I got my job done, now what? Right. I mean, I can go home, right? I'm like, no, I've got some other stuff you can do. I mean, your job is a 9 to 5er, man. It's not 9 to when you get doneer. You're here from 9 to 5. I mean, if you get your job done there, I can give you something else to do, or we can work on something else, or do some cleaning. That time is valuable. But when you don't have that available, when you're not face to face with those employees, how are you supposed to do that? It's going to be, and we've seen I've thought there's going to be a bounce back here for a while with this, because I just don't know that hybrid model really is going to create that synergy that you want in an office that really drives companies to that next level. You just can't really create that on a phone call. You have to be in front of somebody. You have to feel what they're about and see in their eyes what they're about. See their actions in the office. How do they walk through the hallways? Do they take a lot of breaks? Are they in the bathroom all the time? Are their shoulders low? You can pick up on that as a boss in the office, and maybe offer a little pick me up or something, and say, hey man, I know that's down right now, but sales should be turning around or something. You can't do that on a Zoom call. There's no one to share those things with now. You're just sitting home in a bedroom that's been converted into your office or studio. And I just think that CEOs of companies that are mindful are going to bounce back on this and start requiring more face time in the office, simply because that's how business is done. I mean, we've dealt with this for 2 years, but I think eventually we'll return probably 85% to the model we had before. I do believe that.
Really?
I just don't think bosses are going to tolerate it. I mean, I just don't. And, in this whole employment bounce back thing and like people being out of work, I think that's short-lived as well. I think eventually people are going to lay their hammer down, and people are going to have to make the decision on whether or not they want to either work from home and do something that does that, or they're going to go back to work and try to make some money to achieve the things they want to do in life.
I believe the Great Resignation and what we've seen with that pandemic of people realizing it's like, wow, I'm doing a job I hate. I've always wanted to do this. And they were kind of forced to be able, to make a change. And so people are taking that opportunity. For some, it's not going to shake out, and they're going to have to rejoin the workforce. But I think that is something that does work itself out, because either they're successful and then they are either a job creator or at least moving with the economy, or they have to come back into the workforce.
And what happens is nobody mentions these changes. The other changes are you're sacrificing lifestyle. So you go from somebody who ate out a couple times a week, went on a nice vacation when they had that job, right? Did those things that they like to do, maybe drove a nicer car, or drove a car that they really enjoyed or something. It's hard to let go of that lifestyle and go to a lifestyle where you can't do those things anymore. Really, that's the change I'm interested to see. How are people going to react with this whole newfound idea of doing what you love type thing with a lifestyle they've become accustomed to? That really is going to be the interesting equation, I believe. And I think the younger people are going to drive that. Older people who are kind of factoring out of the workforce as new 20-year-olds come in out of college, and they're indoctrinated with these ideas of working from home and wearing capri pants and tennis shoes to the office.
Still looks good.
Still does look good, buddy. I got to give it to you. But I just don't know how really aggressive CEOs are going to handle that, who really want to make a mark dealing with people who don't feel like being at work that day and they'd rather just Zoom in. I think people are eventually going to get put to the test on that. All right, 407-916-1041. We get a call?
No, I think they're calling for trivia.
Okay, very good. Well, let's just do that then. 407-916-1041. Load them up. Trivia is next.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by ViStar Credit Union.
Is there something still wrong with Patrick Mahomes? Kansas City's not airing it out. Mahomes isn't throwing touchdown passes. And this is with Andy Reid and a revamped offensive line. Mahomes hasn't thrown a touchdown in back-to-back games, first time in his career. And now Kansas City fans are booing the Chiefs' offense. When was the last time that happened? Will Mahomes ever be the same? Thank God for their defense. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Good news! ViStar Credit Union is here in Winter Garden. ViStar offers members a better way to bank and helps build stronger communities. ViStar Credit Union. Do good, bank better. Visit vistarcu.org/wintergarden.
Holidays to you and your family from the family over at Mossy Oak Fence. Love these guys. You will as well. They build really good fences, and they get a good deal as well. A special thank you for the holidays. Our friends at Mossy Oak Fence are offering a free walk gate for every purchase of $150 or more to all active military, vets, and first responders. That's a value of up to $500. All you have to do is visit mossyoakfences.com. Mention the promo code USA. Just a small token of the Mossy family's appreciation exclusively for our military and first responders. Again, guys, that's mossyoakfences.com. Mention promo code USA.
I'm Katie. I was in a bad car accident. I woke up in the hospital 6 weeks later. My husband called attorney Glenn Klotzman. I met with Glenn. He said he would take care of everything, just keep healing. I feel blessed he was there to help. I'm doing well. I'm so thankful Glenn Klotzman was there for us. The results he got for us were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718. KLAUSMAN law.com. Office Winter Park.
At T-Mobile, we're bringing it all together for the holidays with great deals for everyone. Like right now, you can get the perfect pairing, the new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. You can capture your favorite moments with the most advanced iPhone camera ever.
Wow, the whole family looks great. Perfect for our holiday cards.
And you can get a pair of AirPods to gift.
Now I can listen to my favorite songs on repeat without driving my family nuts.
And the perfect pairing is just the start. You can also get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus.
Gather around, people. The morning show isn't going to watch itself.
Hurry into T-Mobile this holiday season because both new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers can get the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods on us with eligible trade-in on our Max plan. And you'll even get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus because together we holiday. Only at T-Mobile.
Phone via 30-monthly bill credits and AirPods Gen 2 after rebate via prepaid card for well-qualified buyers plus tax. 1 per account. Balance on required finance agreements due. If you cancel service, call before canceling to continue remaining credits on phone. Apple TV Plus renews at $4.99 per month after first year unless you cancel. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Gifts wrapped? Check. Ugly sweaters? Check. An unforgettable holiday experience for the whole family? Check it out on the McDonald's app. It's a holiday wish come true. Open the app now to get an exclusive offer from Busch Gardens and SeaWorld. Your family can visit both parks for less than $55 each to experience Busch Gardens Christmas Town and SeaWorld Christmas Celebration. Get more great deals every day, like 20% off frozen Coke. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/30/21. McD app download and registration required. Refer to the McD app for details and restrictions.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, get great deals on a variety of Craftsman tools all month long for those DIYers in your family. Like the 20-volt drill driver combo with a battery and charger for just $119. With a deal like that, we're putting unfinished projects on notice. Looking at you, loose doorknob. That's the drill driver combo, just $119. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and NapaOnline.com while supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/21.
So when is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans? Well, right now at Off Lease Only. I know my wife and I just bought a car from Off Lease Only last month. It's a great time to buy. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of used cars, trucks, SUVs, or vans. Other places have low inventory, but not at Off Lease Only. Nearly 4,000 of the nicest, nearly new 2017 through 2021 vehicles on the lot right now. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that is arriving daily, plus your trade-in is wanted. So it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for all types of credit, and you can get pre-qualified on their website right now at offleaseonly.com. You can call them at 407-222-CARS or swing by their massive state-of-the-art location and take a test drive. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Marty, I am the ghost of rewards past, here to show you all the cash back you could have earned on your holiday purchases.
But I get up to 1.75% cash back on all my purchases.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I have a Navy Federal Credit Union cash rewards card.
Well, cool. Happy holidays.
Learn how you can slay the season with the cash rewards card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. Get all the materials to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
This is about as good as it gets. Like and follow at Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
All the work from home people are coming at me, Jack.
You're not against work from home.
They're all mad at me.
You just think it's likely to come back in the studio, and even Ross pointed out, does Jim know he's working from home?
Working from home today for sure, but the thing is Jack said clearly there it's different for us because the nature of what we do is isolated to us four people, really.
It depends on how your job is judged, right? If you are producing, then there is no need. I think a good business practice, if you're getting the desired results, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mm-hmm. But if you think you can improve on those results, that's another story.
And I believe that and where the issue could lay is because how could you know?
Yeah.
I mean, how could you know if there's room for improvement? How could you know if you could do any better? Because you don't really get to encounter your team very often, and it's hard to kind of take that kind of information away without doing that, in my opinion.
Well, you do have a pretty good data set of everything pre-pandemic, right?
Yeah, we do.
You know everything that's happened before then. So if productivity has not dropped off, if it's gone up, and you look at market conditions and where you are relative to your competition, if you are in a leading position, or at least you haven't lost ground, then you know that, it's not hurting you.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%. It's no different when one park changes their entry price here in Central Florida. We know what's coming over the next 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to follow the lead. So I kind of agree with that.
Sometimes it's the next morning.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are right there. Ross has the old sauce jar.
Yeah, he does.
All aboard.
Thank
you, sir.
Oh, there he is, yeah.
Thank you, sir, for the small amount of stretching there.
Choo-choo.
Don't want to tear anything.
Choo-choo.
Ross?
I have a beautiful private box for up to 6 people to see Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's Wild and Swingin' Holiday Party. That's going down this Wednesday, December 8th at the Dr. Phillips Center Front Yard Festival. And that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local with that move. It can be local or long distance, residential or commercial. Best part is, you mentioned the Jim Colbert Show. You'll get a discount. So book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Back to you, working from home, Jim.
Thank you so much, Deb. That's weird. Private box and swinging parties usually don't go together.
Jack?
Who's first today, Ross?
Ooh, saved.
I love his name. Let's welcome Linwood on line 3.
Linwood, how you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Hey, buddy, what's up?
How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing great. Want to play a little game with us?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Game show, that's right on this. Whoa, wait.
No, I hear gay show. I hear gay show every time.
Hey, buddy, welcome to the program. Of course, this is a very easy game we have here for you. You got a question, 4 answers. One of the answers is a lie. If you can find it, off to the sauce jar you go. Could you turn your radio down pretty please, sir?
There we go.
There you go. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. On this day in 1735...
Whoa.
That's a long time ago. The first recorded removal of an inflamed appendix was performed in 1735. Here are 3 fun facts about your appendix and one that you can live without. One lie you can live without. Here we go. Number 1. The ancient Egyptians who performed mummification called it the worm of the body. Number 2. Appendicitis happens less frequently in women, and nobody knows why. Number 3, the common appendectomy takes about 35 minutes. And lastly, an appendix is usually about the size of a pinky finger, but the longest ever was over 10 inches long. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to have to go with the 4th one.
The 4th one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, that's true. Your appendix is usually about the size of a pinky finger, but the longest one ever recorded is about 10 1/4 inches long. Ross, who's next, buddy?
Let's welcome Donna on line 1.
Hey, Donna, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Very good, Don. All right, we're talking about your appendix today. There are 3. Find me the lie here. Here we go, number 1. The ancient Egyptians who performed mummification called it the worm of the body. Number 2, appendicitis happens less frequently in women, and nobody knows why. And lastly, the common appendectomy takes about 35 minutes.
Number 2.
Number 2 is absolutely true. Unfortunately, appendicitis does happen more frequently in women, and there is no actual reason why. Nobody can really nail down why that is. Thanks, Donna. We appreciate that. Who's next, Ross?
Let's welcome Scott on line 5.
Scott, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, very good. Here, you got a 50-50 shot, Scott. Tell me which one of these is a lie. We're talking about your appendix here. Number 1, ancient Egyptians who performed mummification also called it the worm of the body. And lastly, the common appendectomy takes about 35 minutes.
Number 1.
Number 1 is unfortunately true. The ancient Egyptians who performed mummification called it the worm of the body.
Oh, wow.
Who goes next, Ross?
Guys, let's welcome Guy on line 4.
Guy, what's up?
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Doing wonderful. You are in a good position here, buddy. Tell me if this is true or not. The common appendectomy takes about 35 minutes.
I think that's false.
Yeah, that is false. I'm going to put you on hold. You are a winner. Ross, make sure he's taken care of. Just out of curiosity here on the team, do you guys think it's less or more than 35 minutes for the common appendectomy?
I'm going to go with less.
Yeah, I'm going less.
I'm going less, too. I think it's like 15.
It's actually less than that. About 8 to 10 minutes because it's a laparoscopic surgery. So basically they go in a tiny incision, take it right out, pull it right out of that little hole. When I had mine removed, my scar was like 4 inches.
Yeah.
It was brutal. I mean, it was a hole. But it's not like that anymore. A few things here you may not know about your appendix that we didn't get to. Originally thought to be a vestigial organ. Anybody know what that is?
Vestibule.
It heals.
Vestigial.
It heals.
No.
But it has no purpose.
That's
basically it. They had this purpose. They believe it's just kind of left over from evolution. That was the thought for a while. It's now thought to be part of your immune system. It replenishes your gut with good bacteria. If you have a fit of like diarrhea or vomiting,
right,
that it will store the bacteria that's good bacteria for your gut, and it'll leach into your gut from your appendix that's attached to your large intestine.
And as we're learning more and more about the importance of your microbiome, your gut biome, the appendix may finally get its day of reckoning.
It is. It was like a way. I mean, even ancient Indians or ancient Native Americans used to wonder what it was for because they didn't know either. Everything else seemed to be complete. A diet rich in fiber will keep your appendix healthy. Appendicitis is the most common stomach emergency. Bottom right, if you're got a belly button pain or just right of that in your lower abdomen,
every time I get a stitch, I go, honey, what side is your appendix on?
Oh,
so it's the lower right side? Because I don't even know where it is.
Lower right-hand side. So go to your belly button and then go about 2 inches down and over to the right about 3 inches, and that's about where it is.
Okay.
Just right there as your leg comes to your torso there. And lastly, like I said, a common appendectomy takes about 8 minutes because the surgery is so easy now. In and out, no problem. Ross, what's coming up for thoughts?
Guys, whenever someone recognizes me, they're like, oh, it's Ross from Real Radio, right? And I go, yeah. And they always go, dude, I love those fake commercials.
They are pretty awesome.
So for all the people who have brought up fake commercials, I have brought it back for just this one last time this year, and I have made them a Christmas special. So hopefully some of these fake commercials will be played during December.
That's next, right here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Hint, hint, hint.
The radio station that other radio stations listen to. You're welcome. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Well, officials have finally cleared that wreck south on the turnpike near County Road 33, and traffic is back up to speed both directions here. We're still seeing a stop-and-go ride, though, westbound on I-4 between Parr Street and Princeton Street. It's also slow between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound, a steady ride, too, between Sand Lake Road and Kirkman Road. We're still looking good on the Beach Line and the 408. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year. It's amazing because Discover is accepted at 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report limitations apply.
Lenses or glasses, you certainly understand the difficulties of some of life's daily activities. And if you're tired of your glasses fogging up, maybe your contact lenses irritating your eyes, laser vision correction could be the solution for you. And even better, you can use your flexible or health savings account funds to pay for that vision correction procedure. You can get clearer vision and regain your freedom in your daily life with the help of the Filatowski Eye Institute. These guys are the leaders in vision correction here in Central Florida, and they can help you just like they help my son and my father-in-law and tens of thousands of Central Floridians get that perfect sight back and really have a much better life for it. Schedule your consultation today. It's so easy. Simply text 1041 to 868686. Again, it's easy. Just text 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Look at the shower. You see a problem?
I know what the problem is.
What do you see?
Low water pressure.
It's a dribble.
It's more than a dribble.
And what's it say on my shampoo bottle?
Rinse and repeat.
How can I rinse and repeat when I can't even rinse in the first place?
Well,
we are calling Repipe Specialists.
I'll go call a plumber.
No plumbers and pay twice as much. We're going to fix it now by getting Repipe Specialists to repipe the whole house.
You're right.
Oh, look. Someone forgot to flush.
I did not. No,
That's
don't.
another reason. Leaks. I'm tired of leaks.
Got leaks or low water pressure? Want to prevent future problems? In 1 to 2 days, Repipe Specialists can repipe your whole house with new copper piping or PAX tubing for about half the price of a plumber. No more leaks, no more dribbles, and you get a lifetime warranty. Call 407-449-8973 for a free in-home estimate. Plus, pay no money down and no payments or interest for a year. That's 407-449-8973. Call today, 407-449-8973, or visit repipe.com.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated. And divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, get great deals on a variety of Craftsman tools all month long for those DIYers in your family. Like the 20-volt drill driver combo with a battery and charger for just $119. With a deal like that, we're putting unfinished projects on notice. Looking at you, loose doorknob. That's the drill driver combo, just $119. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and NapaOnline.com while supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/21.
IDC's kicking off the Christmas season with a spectacular and unprecedented crazy offer. Now through December 12th, you get IDC's already unbeatable price plus an extra 10% savings. And to make it even more affordable, you get 5 years, 0 interest financing. It's our most aggressive holiday offer ever. 10% instant savings and 60 months financing with 0 down and 0 interest. How about a $4,000 pair of diamond stud earrings? Take 10% off the top, then pay just $60 a month. A $6,000 designer bracelet with matching earrings minus 10% instant savings, then pay just $90 a month. Everything's included. Eternity band, fashion rings, colored gemstone jewelry, all new designer jewelry from LA and New York, stackable rings, Cuban link necklaces. Find the perfect gift with a perfect pay plan. 5 years, 0 interest financing. You can even finance the sales tax. And as an added surprise, for the first 12 days of December, go to shopidc.com for some secret buys and special offers on some great holiday gifts. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. Credit details at shopidc.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Now that the kids are getting older, we needed to get a fence installed because we don't want them wandering into the lake in our backyard, and we most certainly did not want the alligators crawling into our backyard either. So once we called, they came and they surveyed our yard. They showed us what the options were, and within a couple of weeks, they installed the fence, and we were good to go. I'm glad we picked Fence Outlet. They did a really good job.
See for yourself. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I am Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Fake commercials.
It's funny.
They're back.
Sometimes.
Christmas edition.
It's Ross.
La 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 la.
Spelled like sauce.
La.
It's Ross Thoughts.
La 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 la. All right, so if you were just joining fake commercials, I think this is actually the 5th time I've done this. So,
is it really?
Yeah, I think it's either 4th or 5th, 3rd, 2nd. I'm not good at counting. So, check this out. I wanted to whet the palates and remind people what a fake commercial sounds like.
All right.
So, Jack, are we hot? Are we hot? We're hot.
Wet the old whistle?
We're hot, buddy.
We're hot. All right, so this one, if you guys remember, this is one of Jim's favorites and also one of mine. Hey, are you a hyper-liberal, love women's rights, latte foam art, but deep down inside you want to throw a military-grade grenade? Well, come on down to Underhand Grenades, where we know some people don't like throwing overhand. We protect our liberals' rotator cuffs day in, day out. No Tommy John surgery here. Visit us at liberalsmakethisnoise.com. Once again, visit us at liberalsmakethisnoise.com. So there's a couple essential things for each fake commercial that I've learned by doing these.
Okay.
You got to have a good website. You got to have a good ender.
Right.
But today I woke up and I was like, man, we got to hit some fake commercials. 'Tis the season to... Can't find a rhyme for it. Fake commercial your face off.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to introduce everybody to the very first, all right, the very first fake commercial Christmas edition.
Okay.
This is a very niche market here.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but I hate when I see certain things that are not Christmasized. All right? So
Okay.
let me introduce you to this bad boy. Ever look at a porta potty and ask it, hey, where's your Christmas spirit porta potty? I'm sure 4 of you have. Well, gingerbread porta potties are finally here. Now, when you are doing your business, all you will smell is really bad gingerbread. Don't worry about cleaning it out either, because it will all dissolve in April. Have a nibble while you dribble. So listen up, you 4 people. To make your gingerbread portable bathroom dream a reality, you can call us at 1-800-PISSED-MISS. Have a nibble while you dribble, Jim.
Show title.
Merry Christmas.
All right? We're going to keep this food train going.
Have a nibble while you dribble.
All right?
So far, so good, buddy.
All right? I know there are real dealers out there that are thinking this very exact thing. Okay?
What kind of dealers?
All right? I'm talking weed dealers.
Oh, weed dealers.
All right? So let me introduce you guys to Tony. All right, here's Tony. He's got something to say to you guys. Hey, this is Tony, man. I got Christmas cookies for sale, dog. They got THC. Totally happy Christmas. And they got weed in them. I don't sell by the dozen. I sell by the milligram. It's going to be a silent night as you stare at all your furniture. My website, which somehow I made, is called happyholidaysandconfused.com. I made it by myself. He made his website, and Tony's pretty proud.
Hey, Tony.
Holidays and Confused is very good.
It's a great website.
That's
A lot of
very,
wordplay.
very good.
I hope you bought it.
All right. I was going to say, all of these are viable. I'm in on all of these so far.
All right, so this one's a little rough, but I think you guys might like it, all right? There's a lot of lonely people out for Christmas this year, and every Christmas. I hear a lot about people being lonely. Well, what would happen if there was a service, Jim, that would help out with your loneliness?
Okay.
All right? Check this out. Are you looking for a Mrs. Claus? Well, here at North Pole Escort Service, we sell really cute, old, plump, white women. Our Mrs. Clauses are aged in oak and don't hit the market until those perky little snowballs become long Christmas stockings. I'm talking boobies, dog. To get a date with one of our golden raisins, that's northpole.escortservices.com. We charge by the hour. By the way, legally, I have to say, we are not a prostitution ring. Wink.
.com. We are not a prostitution ring wink.com.
Yeah.
Oh, till those perky snowballs turn into Christmas stockings.
My favorite line in that is, I'm talking boobies, dog.
Thanks, dog. No clue until you clue me in, dog.
All right, so some more, holiday jeer.
So far, I got to tell you, you remember?
Is it jeer?
The movie Elf, they have the cheer meter there on the sleigh. Mine's going up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's going up. So far, these one notch every time.
Your cheer meter is going up.
Oh, yeah, my cheer meter.
Just check.
Is it seriously not jeer?
Jeer is the opposite.
Yeah,
Cheers
jeer is
and
a
jeers.
boo.
Jeers is bad.
If I jeer at you, I'm teasing you, bullying you. Yeah.
Well, look at that. Well, maybe this next commercial actually ended up having way too much Christmas jeer for some certain specific Christmas animals. Roll it! Come on down to Bobo's Fried Caribou Meat Shack. Here's a plot twist. It's reindeer meat. Get your fixin' on some Blitzen. White meat, dark meat, it doesn't matter. If it polled Santa from 1998 to 2002, we got it. To the people who say, aren't those critically endangered animals? I look at them square in their eyes and I say, what are you doing? I have a small business. I have a family. I need to support them. College is expensive. It tastes like deer if deer pulled Santa for most of its adult life. So visit us, and me and my starving family, they're sick and tired of reindeer meat over on Etsy. You see, so it's an Etsy. It's an Etsy website there.
I guess you search him there, right?
Yeah. So there's not like he doesn't have a domain. He just is on Etsy.
Right, he's on Etsy.
You got to look up Bobo's
reindeer meat.
You got to look up Bobo's.
Yeah.
Now, Jim, what is the main reason of Christmas?
The reason for the season?
The reason for the season.
It's supposed to be to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, I think.
Exactly.
Right.
And I have a feeling that we're really straying away from that. And
People
I don't
have said that for years now.
Yeah. I walk in. What's the first thing I told you, Deb, today? Man, I think people are forgetting about God this Christmas.
That's like the entire Charlie Brown thing, right? That entire Charlie Brown Christmas was the idea of the, the marketing of Christmas as opposed to its real meaning.
Yeah, I don't remember that conversation, though, Ross.
I thought it, and I thought you heard me think it.
Okay, that's good.
Which is basically what talking is, Deep down inside, that's really what it boils down to.
She just doesn't pay attention to you.
What?
So, I would like to introduce you guys to an edible reminder of what Christmas is all about.
Oh, no.
Christmas cookies. Let's face it. Forget the real reason of the season. That's why we're putting Christ back into Christmas cookies with our line of Jesus candies. Some of our immaculate confections include Rice Krispie Mother Marys, Sugar Cookie Joseph. How about a raspberry-filled chocolate baby Jesus and a graham cracker manger? We want you to eat baby Jesus. This will gold, frankincense, and murder your taste buds this holiday season. Visit us at chocolatebibles.com. Okay. Listen, the myrrh was a stretch.
That was awesome. Murder.
I'll be the
I have to
first.
tell you, buddy.
Frankincense and murder.
You got me sideways with chocolatebibles.com. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I was not expecting chocolatebibles.com. expecting something else.
I like the raspberry-filled baby Jesus and the graham cracker crust manger.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little
That's a good one.
aggressive. I think the slug line of "we want you to eat baby Jesus" is a little harsh.
That's tough, especially when you drop the music out.
Yeah. I'm happy you noticed that detail.
It's very weird there when you drop the music out, as if you want every syllable to be heard perfectly.
Maybe
Okay.
so. Exactly the truth.
We're going to have to throw the whittling knife on that website too, buddy. frankincenseandmurder.com.
And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I know when some of these fake commercials are going to not get you guys to laugh out loud, and some of them are literally just for me. Grenades for Liberals was definitely for Jim.
Oh, yeah.
All right? .com. I know for a fact, when I came up with this one this morning, I went, well, there's one person that is absolutely going to love this, and it's definitely Deb. Okay?
All right.
This one is for Deb.
All right.
And I think everyone else is really going to like it because it's also my favorite. The one thing I don't like about Florida is that it doesn't snow.
Right.
And you, Deb, in your childhood, you probably built snowmen.
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin, man.
Are you
God,
kidding?
jealous. I've
Yeah,
always wanted
snow
to,
forts,
You know what I do
igloos?
is snowmen? You know what we have to do down in Florida as a child?
What?
Old white dog turds. Okay. That's what you have to make snowmen out of, because that's the only thing that's white and on people's yards.
Well.
So I would like to bring up snowmen and remind people that we need to put the man back in snowman.
Okay.
All right. So let me introduce
All right,
you.
let her rip.
To
When
this ditty.
Okay.
Every year a snowman is built, and every time it's missing its genitalia. This doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Mike Grundle, and my family has been growing penis-shaped carrots for 7 generations. These D-shaped carrots are grown with love and care, and funny enough, are only grown by women. Confused on how it works? Step 1, make a snowman. Step 2, buy one of our Wang carrots. Step 3, buy said snow member and place it into the first large ball of snowman. Are you Jewish? Celebrate Hanukkah? We have them Christmas-sized and un-Christmas-sized. Visit us at turnyoursnowman.com. That's 5 N's.
Chicken dinner.
That one.
Hot damn.
That one hurt a little bit. That one hurt a little bit.
That one might be my finest work so far.
That one hurt a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
One time.
Jackson's laughing. Did you hear it so many times? You already laughed out?
Oh yeah, no, it's
Can we play it one more time?
Well,
not enough time.
Let's give it up for the penis carrot. Every year a snowman is built, and every time it's missing its genitalia. This doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Mike Grundle, and my family has been growing penis-shaped carrots for 7 generations. These D-shaped carrots are grown with love and care, and funny enough, are only grown by women. Confused on how it works? Step 1, make a snowman. Step 2, buy one of our Wang carrots. Step 3, buy said snow member and place it into the first large ball of snowman. Are you Jewish? Celebrate Hanukkah? We have them Christmas-sized and un-Christmas-sized. Visit us at turnyoursnowman.com.
Too good.
That's 5
It
N's.
is. It is too good.
Those are your
5
Ross
N's.
thoughts.
Damn.
I'm out. Peace.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Our buddy Stephen Kramer is going to drop by next. We'll do that right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavy delays continue from a disabled vehicle taking up the right lane heading south on 417 at Boggy Creek Road. Use some extra caution through this stretch. Westbound travel still stop and go on I-4 between Parr Street and Princeton Street. It's slow too between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound still a steady ride on I-4 between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Sand Lake Road and Kirkman Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World.jobs.
Walt Disney World Resort is hosting an in-person job fair at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort on December 13th. Pay rates range from $15 to $20 per hour. Hiring bonuses available for select roles. Visit waltdisneyworld.jobs/job fair to apply today.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is absolutely vital your AC works perfectly every time. And even thinking about this week, here it is in the early December, and it's 84, 85 degrees outside, and you need your AC to work. That's why in Florida, it has to go. Mills Air can make sure of that. 29 years of experience here in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. Their techs know all the brands inside and out. Their training is exceptional, and that's exactly what they pass on to you. Not to mention, they're factory carrier authorized dealers, which means you get up to $1,275 in rebates towards your brand new Carrier unit. Turn to the experts at Carrier, and certainly turn to Leon Mills and his team over at Mills Air. Family owned and operated and ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Easily found online at millsair.com.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
With the largest selection of late model pre-owned trucks in stock, no matter what you're looking for, Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nation Trucks has it on the lot right now. And interest rates are as low as 1.99%. No payments till April with approved credit. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 7168, Equal Housing.
The Eagles Hotel California Tour.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Live in concert with a full orchestra. Performing their iconic album Hotel California, beginning to end, plus a greatest hits set. The Eagles. Amway Center, February 24th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
When I renovated my kitchen, I wanted to stay on budget and in control. So I found a contractor on Houzz. That's Houzz. The pro I hired on Houzz provided an online project dashboard, so I could track the budget, approve changes, get updates, and even see a project timeline. With a big renovation, that's really reassuring.
For a great home renovation experience, find the right pro for the job at Houzz. That's Houzz.
Don't miss Bob Saget at the Hard Rock Live Friday, January 7th. Tickets on sale now at hardrockliveorlando.com. Bob Saget, comedy for adults and people with really good fake IDs. Friday, January 7th.
I'm a mother.
A neighbor.
An accountant.
A musician.
And like about a third of American adults, I'm also a gun owner.
But gun ownership is just part of my much bigger picture.
That's why I shop Rounded by Concealment Express.
Rounded makes quality holsters, packs, clothing, and other gear for a teacher,
A yogi.
A business owner.
A well-rounded gun owner. Like me.
Click the ad or visit roundedgear.com today.
Hey, boss, did you notice the holiday decorations on your street?
Oh, yeah, it's getting to be that time of year again.
Yeah, makes me so happy I want to sing.
Uh-oh, I smell a song coming on.
It's beginning to look a lot like Crooksmas.
Nice. Packages near every door.
But the prettiest sight to me...
No safe touch signs, you see.
Do-it-yourself alarms we like much more.
A pair of houses in a row.
Do they have safe touch?
No, no, no.
So crooks like us use Crash and Smash
to get inside and take the cash.
It's beginning to look a lot like Crooksmas.
DIY alarms we love for sure.
experts know to stay away from Safe Touch houses. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, president of Safe Touch Security Systems. No one beats our technology or our price.
Call Safe Touch today at 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
Receive an Essentials product kit absolutely free, courtesy of Solis Health Plans. If you're 65 years of age or older, call 1-833-33-SOLIS and reserve your free bag of Essentials product, such as soap, paper towels, or toilet paper. A little help for these difficult times. Call now and we can deliver the free Essentials product bag to your home. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Wow, that's a seriously massive pickup.
12 inches of lift.
Seriously, that's high.
My insurance isn't. With AAA, I saved over $800 on both home and auto together.
Seriously? Insurance through AAA?
Seriously. My AAA agent helped make sure I have the right home and auto coverage. Get in. We'll take a spin.
I'm seriously going to need a ladder.
The home and auto insurance bundle through AAA. Serious coverage, serious savings. Learn more at AAA.com/seriously. Discounts and savings opportunities subject to eligibility. Savings amounts may vary. Insurance underwritten by Auto Club Insurance Company of Florida.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. Merry Christmas.
We now return to the Jim Colbert.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate that very much on this beautiful Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you have a big week planned as well. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. And as always, Monday evening, our good friend Stephen Kramer drops by to talk about a few things. You can find him at onefirmforlife.com. His offices are up in Altamont Springs. Stephen, how are you, buddy?
How you doing?
Doing great, man. How are you, buddy?
I've discovered a great show that I feel like I've been missing out on for the last 3 years.
Okay, we'll drop a bomb on us because we are
You absolutely have to watch it.
Content hogs.
Can I guess?
Do it.
Secession on HBO.
How'd you know that?
Because I'm halfway through it, and I know it's 3 years old. And I'm like, man, this show is so good.
Is it really that
It's
good?
so good.
Yeah.
Is it really?
I can't believe I've been missing it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I have, because
You
now
know
I
what?
don't have to wait a year between seasons.
Right. I'm 3 episodes into season 2.
What kind of happened is, man, when Squid Game came out, it was like a hurricane. It just took all the weather away. You know, it took all of the verve from other shows. You kind of forgot what was out there, and then the new stuff hits. You kind of forget what to go back to. But now you're the third person who I respect when it comes to their opinion on entertainment that has told me that Succession's a great show.
It is good. It's kind of like Arrested Development, but with a little bit more of a dramatic tip. And if it were like the Murdoch family.
Yep.
Right?
Huh. Very
100%. Yep. Nailed it.
Is it supposed to be based on anything true at all, or is it just a comedy drama written for that position, or is it supposed to have the Murdoch family kind of in mind?
It's hard to disassociate it from the idea of Fox News because it's basically a conservative media empire.
Yeah.
And it's family run. And these are horrible people. Now, I'm not saying that about the Murdochs.
I'm not that far, and I can't say they're horrible yet. So far, I like them.
I don't know about the Murdochs. All I know is they have a conservative news empire. And so there you have the similarities. And so, it takes place in New York. It's just well acted, and it's very dramatic. It's funny at times, wild. Yeah.
That's cool. I'll check it out.
A lot of people with a really small amount of redeeming qualities.
I haven't found them to be totally repugnant yet. So
Oh,
far,
just
I like
wait,
them
buddy.
still.
They're
I'm
not-
way earlier.
They're not quite the.
What are you on episode one
they're
half?
They're not quite the Cuomo's yet.
I'm like 4 episodes in.
Okay, very cool.
All right, well, check it out. Succession. Where's that air, by the way?
HBO.
Very good.
HBO Max.
I think I have that still. I think I have, maybe on my still test pattern version of HBO. I'm not sure. May have to upgrade
There's
my
that
apps.
meme where it's got like all the different streaming services like Hulu and Disney Plus and Netflix, and you know how they all come together. And there's like Voltron. You know, if you remember Voltron, the cartoon from the 80s.
Right.
Well, they all come together, and it's like the same cost as cable.
It is the same cost as cable. Yeah, because they all have that one. You'll buy that one streaming network for $12.95 for the one show you want.
Right.
It doesn't have any other redeeming qualities to you except for that one program.
But what streaming service is that?
Oh, right now for me, the only one like Disney Plus would be the only. I mean, for the soccer show, which I haven't even begun yet.
You don't want to watch the Aristocats?
No.
The Rescuers Down Under?
I have no interest in any of that.
Ted Lasso's you've got the Black Cauldron, if you want a little 80s darker Disney, The Sword and the Stone.
Lasso's on Apple?
Yeah.
Oh, I have Disney Plus for no
The Little
reason.
Mermaid?
No, I don't want to. No, buddy, I watched all of that a whole bunch when I was dadding back in the day, you know?
I mean, maybe you want to reminisce about Gaston and Belle.
Listen, I'm not taking anything away from the movies. I think they're some of the most perfect movies made. I really do. I think the animation really has a big advantage over live action because that cartoon character is never going to argue with you or do blow in its trailer to the point where he can't do it scene the next time. They have complete control.
Just so you know, it's not actually like a figment. It's not like an actual animated actor. It's a real actor doing the voice for the animated character.
Mhm.
So they hypothetically could do that.
Maybe they would. Who knows?
And some may have been known to do so.
Yeah. There's a guy actually getting called out right now about that. Jeff Garlin is a actor. He's a former stand-up. I guess he was on. What was the big show he was on, Ross?
He's on Curb, I believe.
Curb, yeah, he was a Curb guy. That's right.
And the Goldbergs.
Right, the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
And I guess he's been accused of some on-set stuff. He said, I just like to hug people. And I guess he,
Shenanigans.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing is that's what they tried to say is that he was just kind of an onset problem or, shenanigans. And he's just sounds like a bunch of cancel culture stuff coming at me because, nobody's saying I'm doing any of this or that. I don't know anything about the guy, so I couldn't tell you. I just know it's making news today.
I know I love him on Curb, and I know I like him as Murray Goldberg.
I saw him do stand-up years ago before he got into the acting game, and, he was good. He had, just stereotypical kind of loud. Is he a New Yorker?
I don't know.
He sounds like he may be from that area up there. Just kind of kind of aggressive, kind of pre-Artie Lang kind of personality. He was kind of funny. I didn't find him crazy funny.
One of my favorite people on Curb was always Bob Einstein.
Mm.
Bob Einstein, he played Marty Funkhauser, and he was also Super Dave, which I love Super Dave growing up.
Yeah.
But did you know who Bob Einstein? He passed away, but do you know who his brother is?
No.
Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks.
Is
And
he
the
really?
reason
Wow.
that Albert Brooks is Albert Brooks and Bob Einstein is Bob Einstein is because Albert Brooks' given name was
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
That's great. I did not know any of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was really a funny story to hear, and I never realized, but it makes sense. Then Albert Brooks is great too. I mean, Defending Your Life.
I just watched that a couple weeks ago, Defending Your Life. Again, it's one of my wife's favorite movies. We watched that one.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Absolutely.
So, let's stay on the show thing. I know one of the biggest shows out there from about, 5, 6, 7 years ago. What was that Kevin Spacey thing?
House of Cards.
House of Cards. It was it was at the time, I mean, you couldn't get a bigger game. And how long ago was that? Was that 5, 6, 7 years ago? House of Cards was a player?
That was the game changer. That was the first big hit from Netflix. It was that and then Orange is the New Black and Arrested Development.
Right.
Those were like the first 3 big shows.
And Orange is the New Black was a really good show for about 3 seasons. And after that, it just got completely ridiculous. House of Cards.
Like a hot minute.
Yeah. House of Cards was a good show. Great acting. Robin Penn-Wright was in that as well, I believe. And a number of other big A-list actors.
Anymore.
Huh? I know. It's just Robin Wright.
So House of Cards, Jimmy, 8 years ago, season 1 was 2013.
Very good. Yeah. So he's getting sued. Like Kevin Spacey has had a bad 10-year run. I guess they want $31 million from him. And what exactly does this come from?
Well, it's worse than that. I mean, he already lost. So he has to pay $31 million for breaching the deal for House of Cards.
That's not appealable?
And, it was an arbitration award. I think ultimately this is the final version. I think they've now filed the papers in court to enforce the arbitration award. But, courts have been very deferential to these arbitration clauses. So, he had a chance. The argument goes, he had a chance to make his argument with our arbitration. He signed up for a contract where he agreed to arbitration. And now he's going to be bound by the results of the arbitration. So the issue is, he was on the show. He was the key, arguably the main character in the show, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Frank something,
Robin
wasn't it?
Wright had a huge role as well, but I mean, he was the main character, and everybody, I think, in the world knows what went down with Kevin Spacey with all of the accusations. He was one of the first people to really fall as a result of the Me Too movement, and it was relating to allegations about groping, assaulting people, all kinds of allegations, from multiple claimed victims. So he did not make a successful argument. He countersued. He said they breached the contract by terminating him, that the stuff that they were complaining about was before the statute of limitations and shouldn't have any application. And really some of the claims were related to groping a production assistant on House of Cards.
Right. I remember that as well. But I mean, so what he's saying is that nothing happened on. Okay. Is there a morals clause in his contract? Is that where all this spurns from?
So the arbitrator ruled that he breached his contractual obligation to, quote, provide services in a professional manner and also consistent with reasonable directions, policies, and practices, including anti-harassment policies. So, his position was this is a pay-or-play deal, and that Netflix made and the company MRC, I guess the production company, decided to cut him loose. It was their decision. Right. And his conduct in early seasons that were outside of the contractual statute of limitations might have caused financial losses, but they shouldn't hold ground.
So
that was his argument. That was kind of not a great argument to go in with.
So what did he? Okay, so just correct me. I want to make sure I'm right on this. Was he actually ever charged with anything, or was there a civil case that he brought because of the harassment charges? Did any of that ever pan out to be true? I remember one case, it was kind of crazy because there were some weird accusations from the accuser, but did any of that ever go to court, or did he ever get charged formally with anything?
Yeah, you're asking me to dig back a little bit.
And the reason
wasn't there something with a massage guy?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if no charges were filed, and if he wasn't criminally charged with anything, how can they argue that his presence on the show might cost them money because of the feedback socially? If he was never actually charged with a crime, because he's still out and around, and he's not jailed, is he?
The argument was his actions relating to the show and his conduct in general, that he didn't comply with their rules. The morals argument is one that we've seen pop up a lot of times as well. And you're making the due process argument there. There's never been a court decision. He's never been convicted of a crime. I don't know if there's any court decisions. And you're making the argument that he's been denied due process, basically, right?
It's kind of what it sounds like, because I mean, if they let him go, how could he possibly breach the contract that they threw him out of? Based on a morals clause, it doesn't seem to have been breached, except for, I guess, the incident on the set, which I know nothing about, actually. Except I remember that there was an accusation from a runner, a script boy, or something on the set.
Yeah. So the issue here would be this arbitration didn't deal with those outside claims. They dealt with claims that Netflix made
just on
and
the show.
MRC made relating to the show itself. So this arbitration would have been the due process that was afforded Spacey, because those claims were dealt with within this arbitration, within this case, effectively. So we don't know everything that happened here, because we're not privy to all of that. But this was the due process for Spacey.
So Netflix successfully argued that he did something on the set of that show that led them to be able to let him go and then sue him for breach of contract. So something came up in evidence in that arbitration, or something happened in an arbitration that made the court without question say this guy is is liable here and will have to pay the money back to Netflix.
And part of his argument was, well, that conduct, whether or not that conduct is true or not, it doesn't matter because it happened in one of the earlier seasons of the show and is outside the statute of limitations.
Wow.
And the arbitrator didn't find credibility to that argument. The statement from the MRC and I believe Netflix, or at least MRC, was they said the safety of our employees, the set in the work environment is paramount of importance to MRC, and that's why we set out to push for accountability.
Wow, man. So, I mean, that's $31 million. I don't know what Kevin Spacey's net worth is, but I mean, I can't imagine it's easy for anybody to scrape up $31 million in actual cash or whatever. I mean, how do they usually work this out? Is he just going to have to stroke them a check, or are we going to see him and Nick Cage and about 40 new movies coming out in the next 2 days?
Those are completely different worlds, Jimmy. I love me some Nicolas Cage. That is a totally different land. And by the way, Nick Cage worked off his debt. He has now been choosing nice movies, good movies, Pig, some other ones.
Pig wasn't terrible.
His career's on the rebound. He's making a comeback. And classics like Face Off and The Family Man, like that's a holiday classic, The Family Man.
Family Man is a good movie.
He'll live on forever with those movies.
Guys,
Kevin Spacey,
what do you think
story.
Kevin Spacey's net worth is?
It's got to be $150 million.
It's got to be $151 million.
Counselor?
$152 million.
Oh, Deb, you want to play this game?
149, Deb, if you're smart.
149. That's a smart move, Deb. It's a smart play.
Yeah,
we're
going to go 149 million.
Deb gets the point.
Yeah.
$70 million.
Oh, I was going to
So
go
the
with
settlement is for the more than half of his net worth. And who knows how accurate that is?
Also known as $39 million. Yeah, man. I mean, again, I think there was a sports star that just busted out celebrity net worth here recently for it being too low. Because they said he was worth like $15 million. He said, they don't know how cheap I am. They have no idea that I've not spent any money on anything. They have no idea that I drive a 2008 SUV. They have no idea that I don't live in a giant mansion. They have no idea that I didn't give all my money to my friends. They have no idea what investments I'm in or how many buildings I own or how much rent I'm collecting. So it's depending on how good of a financial advisor you get or how you diversify your portfolio when it comes to having money like that.
Look at Schwarzenegger. I mean, I think he made more money in real estate than he did in acting.
Shaquille.
Yeah.
Shaquille.
So with Spacey, for the record, he was charged with a felony, and it was a criminal assault charge, and that went away when the anonymous massage therapist that accused him had died. That was the last criminal case that went away.
The guy died. Okay, yeah. So I knew that there was a charge, and it never came to fruition, but I could not remember why. But that would affect the case greatly, though, would it not? I mean, if you were in litigation in that scenario and the guy passes away, I mean, is that automatically case over, case closed? It doesn't mean the crime didn't happen.
If it was a morals clause argument that and related to his image or reputation, and if his image and reputation suffered damage, it allowed the production company or the streaming service to discontinue services or avoid the contract, that's a different story. But if we're just talking about behavior on set and that's the basis, I don't know that it's relevant.
Wow. Well,
it all depends on the contractual language.
Gonna be a weird Christmas for the Spacey family.
But I mean, he's got more problems still. There's the lawsuit that Anthony Rapp filed for sexual assault from when he was 14 years old and Spacey was 24. Yep. There's some other stuff out there still.
Got to prove it, though, right? I mean, that's the thing with this. I mean, you got to prove that stuff in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how you do that. And I am sympathetic to all those victims for sure. There's no question. But, you got to be able to prove it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea of due process, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know it sucks because the crimes are so absolutely horrific. And the people who commit them are ultimately smart about it because they understand the nature of the crime. So, it's just it is absolutely nauseating, but interesting arguments all the way around.
Now, you mentioned something earlier that I thought would be interesting to talk about employers and employees and what happens when your future employer or prospective employer calls for a reference.
Yeah, I mean, I've always heard, as an employer, I remember being told this by advisors as well, that if you let somebody go and another employer calls to ask what kind of employee that person was, that the only thing you can legally say is if you would or would not rehire them. You couldn't give any more information, even if they stole from you or anything. And that's exactly what happened for me. I had an employee steal from me and then write me down as a reference. So they're brilliant people. We can get beyond that. Yeah, absolutely. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out. Of course, I just said I wouldn't hire her back. But that's what I've heard. Is that wrong?
That is wrong.
Is it really?
It is. So not only can an employer give a reference that is, useful to a future employer, future prospective employer, but they're actually shielded from some liability.
In what manner?
So in Florida, we have a law that gives employers immunity from liability relating to the disclosure of information about a former or current employee. And what it means is that if an employer discloses information about one of these employees to a prospective employer, upon request, they're immune from civil liability unless it's shown, and this matters, by clear and convincing evidence that the evidence disclosed was false or violated the civil rights of the employee.
You cannot maliciously basically slander them while being asked a question. In other words, you can't say they stole from me and they did a bunch of other stuff that they didn't do. Does that? They're not immune from that.
You can say they stole from you as long as it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
The issue becomes if it's false. But even if there's, the employee sues the employer over that, they have to prove by the standard of clear and convincing evidence. And here's why that matters. So, we've heard beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the standard for criminal cases. That's beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. We'll call that standard. You got to prove your case. The prosecution has to prove their case by 99%. Let's just say that's an arbitrary number, right? And then we have preponderance of the evidence. Preponderance is the weight of the evidence favors, one of the parties. That's 51% standard, right? You just have to be a little more right than the other guy.
Right.
Clear and convincing is kind of in the middle between those. Now, the standard for most civil cases is preponderance of the evidence. That's just the weight of the evidence favors one party or the other. The clear and convincing is a higher evidentiary standard. That means you don't just have to have the weight of the evidence show that the employer gave false information. You've got to prove that by clear and convincing evidence.
And you have to prove that it was malicious, or just the admit none of that.
Nope.
Wow. Incredible. Yeah. I mean, that's way different than I was terrified of that entire thing. I was just like, no, would not hire them back. That's it. Goodbye. Well, I was just terrified of saying something that would get me sued.
What some companies do is they make a liability decision that they don't want to get into it, right? Because, there's no guarantee that they wouldn't deal with a lawsuit. I mean, an employee could effectively do that. And if it's a cost benefit analysis, right? So if you're giving an honest reference for an employee that you had problems with, well, it's to the benefit of the future employer, not to your benefit. So they make a cost benefit analysis and they say, look, just stay out of it, leave it between the future employee and them. But, you've got some industries where where it can be harmful to kids, to people that are in positions of vulnerability where there should be a little more caregiving.
Yeah, I remember when I caught this woman stealing from me, and I remember when I let her go, I got that call, and I was just terrified because she was a very litigious person. That was kind of one of her MOs, and again, I thought it was almost a setup, like a bait setup. It was that bad because, who does that? Who steals from you and then drops your name as a reference after stealing from you? Like stone cold caught stealing. Dumb.
And so, and that's the call a lot of companies make because they don't want to face the prospect of liability, even if there's some immunity, even if the law favors them in some way. They don't want to even take a chance because the reference they give affects the future employer.
Damn.
Not them.
Well, thanks for that heads up. I appreciate that clearance that clarity. That's awesome, man. OneFirmForLife.com, offices up in Altamont Springs. You can always find him up there helping you out in any way, shape, or form. Divorces, estate, even stuff like that, man. It's just an easy person to deal with for sure. Again, that's OneFirmForLife.com. Stephen, as always, we love seeing you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
You too. Watch Succession.
You got it, I will. All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up for last call. We'll do that next.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we've got a warm one for the whole week. Highs in the 80s. Tonight down to 63 degrees. There could be some patchy and in spots dense fog. Tomorrow the high 80 degrees. Just a few high clouds. A stray sprinkle of rain possible Wednesday, high 83. And then we're going to see highs up into the mid-80s to round out this work week. But it's not going to last forever. A cold front moving through on Sunday, knocking us back down into the 70s. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by ViStar Credit Union. Good news! ViStar Credit Union is here in Winter Garden. ViStar offers members a better way to bank and helps build stronger communities. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better. Visit vistarcu.org/wintergarden.
Man, with Rebath, you're dealing with a national company with standards, policies, and procedures to ensure you get the bathroom of your dreams handled perfectly and to completion on time, every time. And by the way, it only takes like 4 to 6 days. That's all it takes. They do it with their employees, no subcontractors, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. But to really understand what Rebath is all about, you got to go to the showroom, man. 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Super easy to find. See for yourself these sheets of man-made products, these beautiful natural stone, marble and travertine, all natural stone, beautiful colors, all ready to go. Not to mention, it's the names that you've known forever. Moen, Kohler, Delta, Birch Cabinetry, all installed by their pros, and they do it all. By the way, this is no cookie cutter, one size fits all. You get the bathroom of your dreams. Their design team works hand in hand with you and your ideas to come up with the bathroom that really complements your home. You've done everything else. It's time to get the bathroom that you want. Rebath can do that for you. Hop online today, rebathmidfla.com. Check out those before and afters, man. That can happen in your house in no time. Book your appointment today, and your new bathroom will be on the way. It's rebathmidfla.com.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
So when is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans? Well, right now at Off Lease Only. I know my wife and I just bought a car from Off Lease Only last month. It's a great time to buy. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of used cars, trucks, SUVs, or vans. Other places have low inventory, but not at Off Lease Only. Nearly 4,000 of the nicest, nearly new 2017 through 2021 vehicles on the lot right now. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that is arriving daily, plus your trade-in is wanted. So it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for all types of credit, and you can get pre-qualified on their website right now at offleaseonly.com. You can call them at 407-222-CARS or swing by their massive state-of-the-art location and take a test drive. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated, and divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
My Way from Giorgio Armani. This sparkling, floral, woody fragrance, consciously sourced ingredients from around the world in sustainable, refillable packaging. The union of citrus, tuberose, vanilla, and warm wood. Unbox the most desired gifts this holiday season with My Way from Giorgio Armani. For the woman who wants to live life her way.
The IRS and state agencies don't wait till after the holidays to demand payment or take collection action. J. David Tax Law and our firm of experienced tax attorneys live and work in this community, and we are standing by to defend you or your business in any IRS or state tax debt. Helping people in our community is what we do. For that reason, we invite you to join us in our support of worthy local charities. In this season of giving, please consider donating to Coalition for the Homeless of Central Florida, Cars for Our Troops, Dreams Come True, and the Ronald McDonald House. These organizations do a wonderful job for those in need. At J. David Tax Law, we believe strongly in being a responsible corporate citizen by providing funding to charities that support our community. We invite you to do the same, and we wish you and your families a happy and safe holiday season. If you have tax problems, call us now at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 for a no-cost consultation, or find us on the web at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
This year has been scary. My mom and dad didn't always have a lot of money to buy food. Some nights we went to bed hungry. But thanks to some really good people, this holiday will be extra special because we can have a big meal as a family. Give the gift of hope. For every $1 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 4 meals for a family like mine. Help today at feedhopenow.org. Second Harvest Food Bank. Fighting hunger. Feeding hope.
Make the most of your investments. Certified Financial Group. Call pound 250 keyword certified planner.
The Eagles Hotel California Tour.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Live in concert with a full orchestra. Performing their iconic album Hotel California, beginning to end, plus a greatest hits set. The Eagles. Amway Center, February 24th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text the show, which we appreciate dearly, by the way, at 77031. I am Jim, Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Looks like last call is all full. We'll get to you guys here in just a couple seconds. Again, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. Let's see. Oh, it's late. We got to get to it. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Brandon Kravitz and Orlando attorney Stephen Kramer, onefirmforlife.com.
That's right, onefirmforlife.com. Stephen, always there for the good advice. Anybody got anything else to plug? I know we have the seasoning still up. The spice rubs are still up right now. Jim Colbert Show Live or JimColbertLive.com. Just Venmo the dough and put your address in there, and I'll send it right off to you. They're available now, and we'll get them out to you before Christmas for sure if you have a friend or family member who's a big fan of the program. And they're good products, man. By the way, I have the videos coming for the steak and the chicken. Hopefully we'll be able to get those over to Jack and get them up tomorrow. Yeah, Jack.
Great reviews on the products, and also a couple of other blogs posted, as well as that boss firing everyone on Zoom, but also the complete College Bowl schedule you can find at JimColbertLive.com.
Yeah, that's important. We just found out UCF playing Florida here in the state of Florida. It's going to be very cool.
How about that?
Yeah, not bad at all. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right, let's do it. Party Mom, line 1, last call.
Penis and Wayne carrots waving in my face, stepping on dog poop while filled with armed grenades, holy days and confused for so long now. This is why we love the famous ghost cow. Smoke weed every day.
Thank you very much, Party Mom. We appreciate that very much. Don't worry about it.
All
Never
the times,
apologize.
that's like the first time she tripped up.
Ever.
Wow.
And she writes her own lyrics with callback to the show. Girl, you're doing fine.
All right, Don on line 2. Don, last call.
Yeah, Jim, I was part of that 900-person Zoom call today. So now I'm focusing more on my booze fitness for my next job.
Go get fit.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate that very much. Mike on line 4. Line 4. Mike, last call.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, Ross, you got to do them commercials every month. They're so funny.
All right, we'll do.
At that. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. We
That's
appreciate it
it.
very much.
Just do
All right, here we
them
go.
up.
Penis Man, line 5, last call.
Penis Man here. Jim, question for you.
Yes.
Will you be my dad?
Thanks, Penis Man. I appreciate that. I'm chock full on dad right now. 4 of those. Can't afford any more. All right, let's get out of here. The Queen, Beth. Last call, Beth.
Oh, wow. I don't know how to deal with that penis thing. But
We've all said that.
Mark that.
Damn, that's not what I was talking about.
Southerners know they're elegant gentlemen. Men in uniform, men in tuxedos, and Rhett Butler.
All right, thanks, Beth.
Rhett Butler.
Rhett Butler. She's talking about penises and Rhett Butler. She's got it. All right, let's get out of here. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow here at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have a nice evening.
Happy Monday.